Good evening and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. We are live for at least 2 hours tonight, but I have a great feeling that we're going to be live for 2.5 hours tonight. We did highlight the goal and the link and everything at the top of the chat, so if you feel like chipping in tonight, 270 away from the goal. You guys went above and beyond last night. You went above and beyond Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. You've been starting every show ahead. So thank you very much for that. 270 away from the goal tonight. There's the link in the chat, but enough about that. April, welcome to the show. Hello. I played a trick on you. Actually, I just forgot. Motherfucker, you smell like a peppermint patty and shit.
I had to. I used peppermint oil all over here to make it feel better. Do you care to tell the chat what you did to me yesterday?
Are you in pain? Oh, I put April in. What's the MMA move where you have the one leg around the back of the neck and the other front of the leg is in the front of the neck and you kind of figure for it? Well, that's not a go-go plata choke, is it?
I just call it a leg lock. I have
Either
no
way,
idea.
I put her. We were wrestling around and I put her in one of those. A triangle choke. Okay. Yeah, it's like a figure four leg lock on somebody's neck. No, John Satira, it's not a teabag. See, this is why I should remember not to ask these people these things. I leave them open-ended questions, and they say things like this.
He forgets that he's 100 pounds more than me, and he's just a big kid having fun.
Hey.
So he put me in a leg lock, and he starts constricting his legs, and suddenly my neck, I heard it and felt it, goes...
I'm not going to be disrespected like this. This had nothing to do with my size. This was agility. This was cat-like speed. This was legs. This was, I did this from my back. You were on top. And I just,
You're just a big kid, though, and you forget that you're the bigger guy and that you've got the bigger strength amount.
I don't forget I'm the bigger guy.
I'm hurt.
You forget I'm the bigger guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
I should never wrestle you.
You know what you shouldn't do? Blow your nose at a hurricane. I just made that up.
Either way, I'm really hurting today.
Balls Deep says they call that an Adriana Chechik injury. Oh, no. You don't want one of those.
Adriana Chechik.
That's usually from a black penis in your butthole.
Oh, no. I forgot who she was for a second.
You remember now.
I do.
Lemmy says, I like my beer like I like my violence. Domestic. And that's a quote from me, apparently.
We should make shirts with that.
Danger Bear Wolf, with what?
That.
What? With what?
I like my beer like I like my violence.
I'm going to have to make an announcement to these people, and it's regarding the reason why we can't have new shirts.
They're not 100% wrong.
Therefore, shirts, you start telling me we need a shirt like that. I go, what am I pay with it for? My good looks? For God's sake. Danger Bear, I get a bib when I do that. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle says, I hear spousal abuse. Time to cancel Steel Toe. No. It's character building for her.
I have an entire bottle of peppermint oil on my neck and shoulder because it's cold.
She's one of these white women who thinks it helps.
I don't think it helps heal anything. It's just cold. Don't get me twisted. It's cold. It feels good.
I found another term that makes me want to kill people, by the way.
It's that one.
Someone said to me today, I said that something, I confirmed something they asked. I said, yes, that is correct. I said, what was it?
Good one. It bothers you, but you can't
I said, you're
remember
right. And they said, mint. Meaning like, that's good. Anyone who says mint, I never want to kill people for saying a certain thing, but I always root for something to kill them. Like I always root for it's not illegal for you to go, boy, I really hope they get hit by a car and die.
Yeah.
You know.
Mint's not the worst. I've heard worse things.
Now, see, Gurmy says this show is mint. I don't mind that.
See, I actually kind of like that.
I don't mind that. I don't like it when people use it as, oh, that's good news.
Somebody used the word bet with me today. I hadn't heard that in a few years,
That was the other one I was going to bring up.
That one doesn't bother me. I just think it's kind of funny.
Someone goes, oh, I got this thing for you. And they're like, oh, bet. No, fuck you with bet. Don't say bet. Kino's another one. I've heard that the last couple of weeks. People say Kino.
I've never heard Kino.
Suck my dick with Kino.
What does Kino mean?
It means good. Kino. That's Kino.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me. Don't pretend it does.
You're right. It's fucking stupid.
I have no idea what Kino is.
Don't say that. I don't remember where I heard that. I don't know where I picked it up.
For me, I think when someone says bet, that's like borderline bothersome. I don't think it's like the worst though.
See now, High
I
Main
don't
Bro.
use it.
High Main Bro said what you said today in the car. He says only the fellas say bet.
I don't know. I didn't say only. I said white trash says it too.
That's really nice. That makes it way less racist for you to say only white trash and black people say it.
I didn't say that.
Only
you said that.
White trash and black. You're like Biden going, the poor kids are just as smart as the white kids.
In fact, I remember giggling and I'm like, oh, I just haven't heard that in years. I didn't say it like it was a bad thing.
Hulkamasha Baby says, you say sus like a 16-year-old. I like
do say
sus.
sus.
I like sus. Fuck you. Sus is good. Oh, wow. Mick Marshall exercising his autism. Dude, I want to cry. I'm so proud. He says, Kino is Ernie Reyes Jr.'s character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Wow.
Oof.
Wow. Wonderful. Who played, who played,
Don't ask me. I
who
won't
played,
know.
Guys, who played Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1? Don't give me the actor's name because we all know it. Give me the other character he's famous for playing. I don't want to wait for the chat to
I will
get
never
this
know
one.
this answer.
Don't. No. It was not. See, people think it was Christopher Maloney. It was. Oh, wait, fuck. Am I fucking that one up? No, thank you, Ryobi. It was Elias Koteas.
Why did two people say Chris Maloney then?
I know, that fucked me up for a second. I was like, no. It was not Elliot Stabler. He was not. It was Elias Koteas, the guy who played the dude who got his hand blown off in Shooter. And he was also in your Leah Thompson movie that we watched that one time.
Leah Thompson
Yeah.
movie?
Elias Koteas.
Leah Thompson. Who the fuck is that
Fucking
again?
rules. Never mind.
Yeah, see, you gotta stop using names. Just give me
Never
the
mind.
movie.
Samuel. Now stop it. We're gonna.
Oh, Leah Thompson's the one from Phone with Dick and Jane, right?
No, that's Taya Leone.
Damn it.
God damn it! What's the matter with you, Leah Thompson?
Just give me the movie.
Marty McFly's mom in Back to the Future.
See, I don't know her name though. I know
dare
Back
you.
to the Future.
She's from Minnesota.
I don't need to know Leah Thompson's name. I just need to know the movie.
That's up to interpretation. I think
Does
you
it
do.
affect my life any? No.
Yeah, a lot.
If it doesn't affect my life, I can't say I care a whole lot.
No, Johnny Chimpo, it was not the trans swimmer. That's Leah Thomas. That's it's close. It's close.
No.
He played the hitman in the Mel Gibson Santa movie, right? No, that was not Elias Koteas. That was fuck. I can do this. Don't write it in the chat. That was Goggins. Walton Goggins played the assassin.
It's nauseating.
Yeah,
to be
it was
honest.
Walton Goggins played the assassin in The Fat Man. So
I did, speaking of like terms from like Urban Dictionary that are kind of new and I don't use them, K. Fallon said finna. That is a word that grinds my gears. I can't do finna.
that's from the fellas. The fellas say finna.
No, I've heard plenty white people say finna, and I can't stand it.
Okay.
No, it's
not
for
white
real.
people.
Yes, white people.
Garbage.
So are you equating white people to garbage too?
April did this thing where she hung out with absolute trash.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Aaron's
If you were
being a little judgmental tonight.
If you were hanging out with white people who said finna,
Aaron's being a little judgmental.
hanging out with see, Ryobi says it right.
I feel like I can't even say that word.
You're not supposed to say
I feel
that
like you
word.
can't say that word.
I want to thank Portia DeRumpf for kicking things off tonight. Thank you very much, Portia. Portia with $5 says, sorry I can't stay on tonight, but I wanted... Well, that's where I fucked up because I didn't get the whole message. But I wanted to give you a little something before I go. Well, that's very nice of you, Portia.
Thank you, Mr. Rumpf.
We appreciate that, Mr. or Ms. Rumpf. I'm not really sure what gender Portia is.
Yeah, I guess.
265 away from the goal tonight. Thank you very much, guys. There you go. We're going to pin that for you so that you can get the link to the PayPal, Super Chats, and memberships count as well. So we have this goal, and this morning we missed our goal by... Now, like I said, Monday went over. Tuesday went over. Started today at 360. We were $40 ahead when we started today. We ended up short by $200. It was a rough one. So we're going to have a little bit, the goals do roll over. We're not going to have a $600 goal tomorrow. That would be insane. But we're going to do $500 the next 2 days. And I don't know, man. I'm one of these people who, when we don't hit the goal, I say, you know what? Fair is fair. You have to entice your audience. You have to motivate them to contribute to the show. I just take it as today's show was not that great. I didn't put chapters up on today's show. I didn't want to go back and listen to it. I felt there were a lot of swings and misses on today's show. And now Max says Corey is tanking the ratings. That's not what I'm saying at all. The second mic, when we do a really great show or a really bad show, I always kind of put the weight on me. I'm the host. And to me, like, the Demi Lovato thing should have been fucking magic. That should have been great.
She's always good for the show.
The Bill Maher, Mike Tyson thing should have been awesome.
Loved it.
It just kind of, it felt like I was missing. I was missing a little bit, I think it was. And it made sense to me that we were short by that much. But you know what? Monday and Tuesday have gone great. I think Thursday and Friday are going to be awesome. I think tonight is going to be really cool. We got a lot of great stuff planned for you tonight. So let's knock out that goal. Here you go. What is it, 7-11? I think by 8 o'clock, we get it under 200. We're going to be great.
Okay.
I think we're going to be awesome. We get under 200 by 8 o'clock tonight, and we're money. So if you feel like chipping in, there's the PayPal link. Super chats and memberships count as well. If we hit that goal, that means the show is breaking even. And also it means you get 30 minutes of overtime. And I do have stuff for overtime tonight. Okay, let's start digging in. Some people saying they liked today's show. I got some messages from people that made me feel a little shitty about this morning's show. I'll be honest.
I'll second that.
I got a couple messages where I went, God, I must have really sucked today. Like, I was like, I just didn't put on a very good show this morning. And then John goes, yeah, I cut out early this morning. Not seeing, but K Fallen the Great says it was a good show. Time went fast. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Balls Deep says, I liked today's show. I listened more passively. Well, that makes me feel good because the shit I put on myself and the stuff I was getting earlier, what do you do? So let's make sure we knock that out today. And so I don't want to throw the morning show shortcomings on the evening show crowd. The evening show crowd has been great. They've been killing it all week, all month, all whatever since we changed that goal. So we keep the goal for the evening separate from the morning. So we're going to knock it out for the evening. Now, the one thing the evening show can do is bail out the morning show.
I know.
A little bit. That's all. Max says Johnny deserves another day. I'm going to tell you this. Johnny's untouchable.
Love him.
At this point. Johnny is ridiculously good.
Johnny's a hero.
Trucker 18 Wheeler says this morning's show wasn't the best. It was still good. That's kind of the thing with this show is that if I do a show that's average to a lot of other types of shows, I feel like I hold a high standard for what we do. And I think it's because we ask people for money.
Well, right,
and when you ask people for money, you want to give them a good product. So that's why we're going to move on now. We've caught up in the chat. We're going to get into some of these stories, and we're going to kick some ass tonight. And then we're going to kick ass tomorrow and Friday and everything else. Thank you to Ryan Roger. I'm going to feel so bad here because he got my last name right. And how rare is that people get our last name right?
It's pretty rare. I've heard a lot of bad things.
That's fucking hard. The thing about people with the name Imholt, Imholte, they just can't figure it out for some reason. Ryan nailed it. So now when I say his last name, I'm going to feel like an asshole if I get it wrong. Ryan Roger Athay.
That's how I would say it.
Ryan Roger Athay is a guy who does these YouTube videos talking about shows that are up and coming. He talks about shows that are on the way, that have not been around very long. People, guys, we don't need to trash anybody right now. Like I said, I take responsibility when things don't go well. But people nominate shows to him. He goes and watches them, and he decides whether or not they're worth a video.
And I like having someone like him because there's enough shows out there that cover existing shows, that have already made it.
And he made a video about us, and it was very nice. It was. I love this shit about YouTube. That's why I think these people who get so worked up in Reddit and Discord and all this gay stuff about how, this guy's being mean or this guy's talking shit or I'm going to get this guy. There's so many cool, positive, awesome people who find your shit and are really just choose to focus on that. I feel like focusing on trolls and being angry and pissy and cunty, I feel like that's a choice.
Yeah, can you imagine if we just foamed at the mouth over Dave all the time?
I couldn't. I
It's an
couldn't.
exhausting life.
This Ryan Roger Athay says that's a fine pronunciation, Aaron. 2 things about him. 1, very nice of him to even notice our show.
Yeah.
2, you're going to love this guy's narration voice.
Okay. I'm very excited to hear him.
He's from the UK, and he is... I mean, I think he's got... honestly,
Okay.
well, people are talking shit about somebody in the
It's
chat.
all right. It's all right.
It's, that's not what I'm trying to say. But Ryan Roger Athay's voice should be in, like, nature documentaries.
I
and
love
shit
that
like
kind
that.
of voice.
Let's go ahead and watch this. This was his video, 6-minute video he did on our show being an up-and-coming YouTube show. Ryan Roger Athay, he's in the chat. Hey, man, show yourself in the chat. Post the link to your channel. I want people to go. You deserve so many more subscribers, so many more views. This guy's great. Ryan Roger Athay, Steel Toe Morning Show, Rising Stars number 174. I love that he's going to say Sage's name twice.
Okay.
Because Sage is the one who nominated us.
Yes.
I love that Sage's name gets said in this video in a British accent.
All right.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well, and in the 174th episode of Rising Stars, I'll be talking about the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Should he not be doing voiceovers for documentaries?
Hell yeah, you should. I want him to read to me.
Do you know who you're going to see this now and you're going to hear it? You know who he kind of reminds me of? Bryan Cranston in Trumbo. I'm getting a little bit of a Trumbo vibe. He doesn't have the raspiness
No,
that Trumbo
I get what
did.
you're saying. There's a little bit of a cadence there, too.
Yeah, there's a
but
cadence of Walter White and Trumbo.
I'll say I actually prefer this guy's voice better.
I'm just saying they talk similar.
Yes, they do.
Give you my thoughts about this great channel.
I want him to say, if the blacklist is easy to evade, then I've proven that the blacklist doesn't exist.
As well as the great team behind it.
Oh, thanks,
And
buddy.
explain why I believe the channel to be a rising star. I hope you enjoy or at least find this video informative. But first, a thank you to Sage Retard PhD KF.
I love that it's so professorial the way he says Sage's name.
I want to be his friend.
Sage
I
Retard.
want to sit and have like tea with him, and I don't do that.
Thank God Sage's second name isn't the N-word. I would have laughed too
I
hard
know.
at how he said that.
Can we have this guy over for a bonfire or something?
We can't afford it right now. We can save some money in the budget.
Oh.
Yeah.
For suggesting the topic of this video. Excuse me.
He's even classy when he coughs.
What is going on? He's so proper.
Pardon me. Unprofessional.
He
And
should-
it shall not happen again.
He should teach DSP some manners with them snorts of
He
his.
should. He should. Ryan, I just want to ask you one thing. And this might be the lighting in the room. Is it still hot in the UK? Because it seems humid.
Now, the Steel Toe Morning Show is a hub for content creation and live streaming, based in the United States of America,
based.
with quite a few members, folks, as far as I'm aware, that describes itself on its website, steeltoeentertainment.com,
Thanks,
as
buddy.
the following, quote, a different kind of show, comedy, news, uncensored talk, listener interaction. Radio is dead. Join us in this revolution.
A little cringe, but not as cringe as most things. I mean, you got to talk yourself up.
It is sometimes awkward hearing like your own
Yeah.
description back to you. It does sound douchey.
A little gay.
A little bit.
Unquote. Well, that's one hell of a clear and concise description,
Thank
folks.
you.
If I do say so myself.
I love him.
Worthy of a rising star.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Now he's going to get into like the staff and everything. And I think he's going to say Sage's name. I want to play this until he says Sage's name again. Otherwise, if we
Sure.
play the whole thing, I'm just jerking myself off watching another guy.
Okay.
Now, personally, folks, I was not aware of the Steel Toe Morning Show prior to the suggestion of the Sage Retard PhD KF.
I love the way in that voice you hear Sage Retard.
I want a sound drop of just that.
Yeah,
you know?
Victor, can we get Sage Retard,
Just that.
PhD KF? That's all I want.
This one listener gets a sound drop of his own name.
Yeah.
So thanks again, by the way. So after a bit of investigating, which mainly consists of internet browsing,
I've done some investigating and you ain't spray shit. Go ahead, I'm the truth, homie. Got the industry shook like,
Can you,
nah,
imagine,
Joe, go and let 'em loose, homie.
can you imagine him saying Finna?
True story, I'm bringing the team back. Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
Oh my God.
Got bitches on top of the Phantom. And the pinky got bling like the ring around Saturn.
As well as an analysis of social media, I have found the Steel Toe Morning Show to be a great organization.
No, thanks,
who
buddy.
I believe will establish themselves well within this massive coalition of content creators, most of which are fellow rising stars, battling in the pop culture war to make our entertainment great again.
Ah, thanks, buddy.
With this
Oh my
organization having many great members, from the host and founder, Aaron M. Holt.
Yes!
I hope
Wow.
I'm saying your name
You nailed
correctly.
it.
You did.
To the many co-hosts.
Fuck them.
Such as, but probably not limited to, Johnny,
Sucks.
Corey,
Shitty.
who's very funny, April, who's
Garbage.
very lovely, and
Oh, thanks.
Oz,
Cunt.
who's very old.
I like it when he says
Did
that.
you,
As
hear,
well as many.
did you hear his thing on Oz? I'm sorry, I talked over it.
Such as, but probably not limited to, Johnny, Corey, who's very funny, April, who's very lovely, and Oz, who's very old.
Wow.
That's not fair, because Johnny and Corey
Well-
look about the same age.
Johnny and Corey.
Or Corey and Oz look about the same
I was going
age.
to say, how insulting.
No, I'm sorry to Johnny. No,
I do
Corey
think
and Oz look about the
Oz
same.
is one of the more cleaned up people on the show.
As well as many others, with Steel Toe having started its journey as an organization about 5 years ago now, with Aaron
8.
starting it off. Where am I?
His glasses
my
look
script.
fogged somehow.
This is a blooper, folks. Oh, yes.
I love he's so classy about his little slip-ups and everything.
I really do like him.
He's great.
Though I believe that this channel has both the means as well as the will to grow. Mainly as a result of this channel being very entertaining, very engaging with the respectable audience, as well as very informative too.
What, are you trying to fucking blow me over here? You trying to suck my dick? I'm a married man. No, I'm just kidding. I don't take compliments well, Ryan, if you
I don't
haven't
either.
noticed.
I just say,
No.
thank you.
I want to get to the part where he says, there was one part that gave me goosebumps. He said we could have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
As well as what I believe the channel is capable of doing. Now currently, the Steel Toe Morning Show has 4,040 subscribers
4,050.
on YouTube as of the making of this video in early August of 2022. Though in my view, by this time next year, if the channel continues in its present efforts,
Yeah.
the channel will reach at least 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Maybe even 15,000. Or even 20,000 subscribers.
Get fucked.
You never know, folks. And so long as the Steel Toe...
All right. Well, I don't want to sit here and suck my dick the entire time. I just thought he did a great job with that, and I really thank him for taking the time
What a sweetheart.
to make a video about us. That was just very cool,
Thank you, Ryan.
and I thank him very much. Sly Rye with $5. He says it's not much. I'm newer to your streams, but have been enjoying them, so I'll do my part. Keep up the excellent content. Both of you are amazing. Hey, man, I appreciate that very much. And don't ever say it's not a lot.
No,
Like we've
thanks.
said.
We appreciate
What do we
it.
always say? $5-10 a month. You got $5-10 a month. Throw it our way if you like the show.
It helps.
I appreciate it. People saying he looks like Corey. He does if Corey would shave and kind of trim up and clean up a little bit.
I agree. That beard looked conditioned.
He's got a little more, his beard's a little more taken care of, I think. Yeah, KF is Sage Retard, by the way. Sage Retard. PhD KF.
I feel like whenever Ryan comments, you have to say it in his voice.
I should. Like, whenever
should.
Ryan writes something, like, where's he goes, that is good to know. KF.
He said earlier, "You're making me blush."
I like your voice. Yes, it is. I have 3 lights. All are very bright, says Ryan.
As are you.
Yes. Move over.
like
Yeah,
the
see,
guy.
I agree with Lemmy. Move over David Attenborough. Fuck David Attenborough and his asshole compared to Ryan.
As soon as we're done here, I'm giving Ryan a subscribe. I like him. I want to see more of his stuff.
I don't mean to brag, but I already did.
I didn't know his full name. I couldn't find him.
White At says, is Finna like fixing to? Hence, get ready. Yes. Ryan says, I hope you are doing well at Keely Chow. This guy should be hired to narrate for all cartoon shows. I
Yes.
agree.
And Animal Planet. Ooh, and the History Channel.
And Oz, who is very old. I actually would like, Victor, I would like that as a drop also.
That is funny.
I want that one. Here we see Aaron fucking a football because that's pretty much what his show consists of. Did he call us respectable? Yeah, he called the audience respectable, which is...
I know.
He'll listen more and
he hasn't been here long enough.
Yeah, he'll figure
Has he
it
heard
out.
the abortion boat bit?
Yeah, if you haven't heard the abortion boat, don't...
It might sway him.
Don't lean in too much. Let's go to... Mr. Nobody says, Corey is my new favorite. I'm glad he cleaned up his look, grew some hair, and became more articulate and correct.
I'm very kind.
You see, that's... It's not
Thanks,
Corey.
Mr. Nobody.
Thank you, Mr. Nobody. 255. No, not 255. No, 250 away from tonight's goal. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked up, and I'm shortchanging you guys. Sorry about that. There you go. 250 away from tonight's goal. Like I said, we're going to get inside of 200 by the end of this hour, and you guys are off to a great start on that. So, again, I thank him very much. Go subscribe to him.
Absolutely.
It's very cool. Like Carl from Who Are These Podcasts said, I've been seeing a lot of you guys around lately, and I really hope that continues. I hope this trend keeps up because
I like hearing that.
This show is growing like a fucking weed, man.
My new favorite thing is to get messages from new listeners that said, hey, I found your show and I can't get enough. I just got another one today. It's really cool.
And to watch where the subs are going and where the views are going and the numbers we're cracking for the... Holy shit, we're pushing 40, 60 already. So thank you guys very much. We have a Kalila video. The Kalila video from last night is up on the channel as well. Make sure you give this one a like and you subscribe to the channel. Oh, I got to do it again. I don't know why it trips up on me like that. Oh, well, here you go, guys. I'll have it for you in a second. There you go. Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications. All right, let's start off the show tonight with a couple of really fun things. We got a DSP salty shout out tonight.
Ooh, a mention, huh?
During one of DSP's streams, there's a very subtle, this is only the second time he's done this.
Okay.
He will reference a hater page and but he won't say its name.
Mm-hmm.
He will just kind of slyly like hint towards it. Blink and you'll miss it. I told April about it earlier. It was clearly a shot.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, like, I don't like how these people think that by not mentioning our name, that it's not obvious who you're talking about and that you're extra salty about it.
Oz just texted me and said, what the fuck?
Poor Oz. Oz, I said that you were one of the more cleaned up fellows on this show. I'm trying to stick up for you,
Oz
man.
just texted and said, what the fuck? I don't think he's happy about hearing, and Oz, who is very old. So we'll get into all that today. 250 away from tonight's goal. If you feel like chipping in, let's do that. I had to throw a little shout out to old Hippo Juice Film over on Twitter. Royce, echoing my sentiments once again perfectly. He retweeted some single mom fuck shit account on Twitter who was, he's a 10, but will he slow dance in the kitchen with me? Run away from these bitches as fast as you can. When these broads are never happy or they're never satisfied, get them the fuck out of there. Oh, yeah, he's wonderful and he cooks and he does this and he makes a great living. But will he dance with you until the sun comes out? No, he won't. You know why? Because he's all that other shit you're talking about. Most women who are alone for the reason that they won't lower some of their fucking standards.
Sure. If
you have the right amount of standards, you're taken.
Yes.
If you aren't taken, it's because you've watched too many movies. So Royce responds to that with rom-coms, and he nails it, by the way. Rom-coms have ruined reality for some women. No, Susan, I can't dance in the kitchen with you. I have to work 2 jobs because you decided to take out a $300,000 student loan and absolutely need to go to Napa this weekend.
We all know that person, too.
Yes.
I've met that person before.
It's called women. Not all of them, but still a good chunk a pretty goddamn good chunk. I just wanted to share that. I don't have a lot of riff for that one. I just saw it. I wanted to start with it tonight because I thought it was perfect.
You felt it?
I felt that one in my soul. That was a beautiful tweet.
And you absolutely have to go to Napa this weekend.
Absolutely
I've heard that
have
before.
to go
I
to
really
Napa
have.
this weekend. But that's the thing. I mean, women will do this shit where guys, the guy in charge of the household will be like, dude, we're barely making it right now. This, that, and the other thing. And instead of fucking getting on board and being like, you're right, we need to knuckle down, we need to do this shit, they'll say shit like, oh, does this mean we can't go to this? Because I was really looking forward to this. Bitch, do you not understand that shit makes him then feel like dog shit?
Right.
Now he feels like he has to do it, and you're going to bitch at him that he's not doing enough to keep the finances in order. Oh, I fucking hate those broads. I really do.
I've seen that woman before. I've never been that woman because I've always worked.
Did you break the mirror when you said...
Wow. I was going to say I'm more so the one where it's like, oh, we're kind of tight right now. I'm shutting down everything.
Triple N, don't say that, man. Triple N, I made this mistake when he was on our show back on the Twitch days. Triple N says, shout out to the best Puerto Rican, Lois Ropez.
I've seen like 3 comments now about how I settled.
Royce fucking hates it when you call him Puerto Rican. Number 2,
yeah,
Royce.
You've done it.
Royce, I'm pretty sure, hates Puerto Ricans.
Why would that be now?
Because Puerto Ricans are the bottom of the barrel of Latinos to him, and Cubans are the best, and he's Cuban. Every group has the group they shit on, and to him, it's Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, but like sitting here as an American, I don't think of another country specifically that I'm like, oh, fuck those guys.
You don't?
Not really.
I've got like 7. You want to go through them real quick?
I mean, you could start with like
Iran, Pakistan.
Yeah, you could, but there's got to be some innocence in there.
I just
you know
don't
what
talk,
I mean?
I don't talk about those. I don't talk about
I mean, you could throw Russia in there or North Korea, but there's always people in there that aren't the bad ones.
KF says, oh, so April doesn't think Royce is American.
I've never said that. I think Royce is a lovely human being.
We've got great crossover with Revenge of the Sis. Boys, let them know that April doesn't consider Royce Lopez a real American.
Oh, look, there was 3 people that said I settled for you, but there's one that stood up for you and said you settled on me and that you could do better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's
it
very
evens
nice
out.
of you. KF says clip it. I agree, clip it. She doesn't think Royce is a real
never
American.
said that.
Thank you very much to Cody for the $9.99. He said, imagine hating Cowpote, but thinking DSP is funny. Who thinks DSP is funny? I think he's funny, ironically.
I'm confused.
There you go. I don't know what Cody's trying to say there. I know he's trying to say he loves the show, and he's happy to give us $9.99.
Cody does love the show.
245 away from our goal today. Thank you guys very much. Again, 245 away from tonight's goal. There's the PayPal link in the chat, and it's pinned to the top of the page. So thank you guys for all of the support. Have you bought DSP his Costco membership yet? Dude, this is the problem with DSP. I can't keep up with all of it. That's why we had a clip last night. I got to get that clip up tomorrow because it's already obsolete. Because there's now a clip of DSP asking people to give him money so we can get a Costco membership.
That's the newest thing, huh?
And I can't catch up with it because I can't do a whole show on DSP.
It's got to be a joke on some level, is it not?
It's unfortunate because, again, I want to do lots of DSP stuff. I do. But I can't keep up.
You don't want that to become your identity either.
I can't keep up with all of the shit. Lemmy says, guys, I think I'm being brainwashed by Andrew Tate. Good, stay off the fucking roads. Carlos says, quoting April from today, he says, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, but some are good people. That's what she said.
Thank you for getting me correct, Carlos.
Cody with $5 says that snort is like fingernails on a chalkboard. That's why you get it when you donate. There you go. M.A. Mahalik says, do the LOLcow stream, Imholt. I said if we ever do a straight LOLcow stream, it means we're about to go out of business. So no, I can't. 240.
Gotta mix it
away
up.
from today's goal. Thank you guys very, very much. All right. I got a quick DSP clip.
Of course he does.
I got a very quick one. I can't do the Costco one because it's too much DSP in one night.
No, it's not.
This is DSP doing a steel toe shout out. That's the only reason I'm bringing him up tonight. Is because I know I have to balance this show out and I got a lot of good shit. but DSP brought up Steel Toe, and he doesn't bring up channels by name, but he brought up Steel Toe as a way to kind of throw a little shade at us for us shitting on him endlessly. Let's watch DSP. Old high energy Captain Charisma over here.
I can't wait.
We end things not with a bang, but with chill.
Oh, yeah?
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, he's jerking off again on camera. Hey!
One more time.
Oh, there he is. He's coming again. Phil, the camera's still on. You have OBS now. There's no excuse for this.
It's for old time's sake.
Yeah, because if I think of DSP streams, I think chill.
It's a lot of bitching.
Lean back. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Put your feet up. I have a footrest on my chair. Put your feet up.
Of course he has a footrest. Of course he does.
don't-
What are you ending a session of DDP yoga?
The crazy thing is right now he's trying to prove a point about us. Just wait for it.
Oh, take a load off. Oh, it's great. Have a nice drink. Oh, this is the life, man.
That's Sam's sparkling water, by the way.
He's got that motherfucker's got a Sam's Club membership and he's bitching
I don't
about
know.
a Costco
no,
one.
it's Sam's brand. You can get it at Walmart.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Oh man, so many content creators out there. They gotta overhype what they're doing. They gotta. It's so exciting. You gotta be there. Ooh. It's gonna be so amazing, mind changing, mouth drooling, explosions, missiles firing, big mushroom clouds erupting.
Really, Phil?
Right here.
You don't like the mushroom clouds. You're not a fan of the mushroom clouds, you say. Phil, I'm shitting on the content that you provide to people on a daily basis. And the best you can do is we have mushroom clouds on our... That's not even the shittiest part about our backdrop.
He does believe that's a dig, though.
Oh,
he took a shot at us.
He thinks that one landed.
He does.
He thinks that one hit.
And I like how he says, they just say that you got to be there. It's going to be great. As if that's a dig, too.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be confident in your product.
How dare you think you have a good show?
How dare we be excited?
Sorry, Phil.
Philip.
I didn't mean to.
Today, we're just gonna chill.
You think should we pick a random spot in this video and see if he's chilling?
Yes.
And then after that, we got events coming up, right? Then we've got the closet clean out event.
He's not
then
chilling.
We've got this marathon coming up. You know what I'm saying?
So you're promoting things you have coming up.
How dare you?
I basically have to see what I can afford. All right. And so what I'm basically trying to tell you this is, give me all your money.
Who is this? All right, who is this channel?
Who made this video?
This was DSP Tries It Memology 101. That's very funny.
That was very funny.
I just want to play you guys a quick I didn't want to go deep dive into that one.
So basically what I got from that is we should not be excited about what we've got going on. Don't promote being here. Don't promote the goals.
And enough of that fucking mushroom cloud.
Mushroom cloud sucks, man.
Yeah. Samuel says, I think Cody was saying DSP is funny looking. Also, how are you guys tonight? I'm good. There you go. Thanks for the $5.
Better now.
Yeah, much better now. Ryan Cannell of RK Outpost, right? Camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Dude, it did sound like he was doing the coming thing again in the beginning.
I
right?
know. KF, oh shit. No. Every time Sage donates now, I got to get his sound drop ready. Forgive me, guys. I'm going to be doing some editing on the fly here, but I've got to have this.
We'll do it live.
We're going to do it live. I'm sorry, but I have to have my new KF drop.
You are not sorry.
So that when he drops 5, 10, whatever, when he drops money on your favorite show, we give him the proper fucking respect he deserves. It's not just thank you and
Why
a snort.
is there two of them?
Because Victor's the fucking man.
I know, but I can't remember what it was. Like,
all right,
two
here.
different options.
$5 from KF, otherwise known as
Sage Retard PhD KF.
He says, with $5, says, Jesus, a who's who of YouTube folks in the chat. Drunk 3PO, Ryan Cannell, RK Outpost, and Ryan. Well, I'm glad everybody's here.
I love it.
I hope you're enjoying the show. Jesus Christ, how many people was that? That was 5, 10, 15. Thank you, guys. Holy shit. Balls Deep with 7. What is that, 20? Oh, my God. 220 away from our goal tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Very generous of you. We appreciate you supporting this show and keeping it alive and just showing us that we're doing the right thing. That's kind of what hitting those goals means.
You know,
keep doing the show.
You guys are doing a good job.
Let's continue on. People commenting about the DSP thing. People pointing out the Sam's Choice. Triple N says he's so bothered. Zen Rhino. I have DDP yoga too. I think DDP yoga is wonderful. M.A. Mahalik says, you're Pigroach famous. Congratulations, you made it. No lolcow only streams.
He'll be saying our name next.
I 1,000% agree with you, sir. God, I will say this. If we go to overtime, I got to see the Costco thing. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I want to see it now.
Overtime, we'll do the Costco thing.
That sucks. You'll have to splice these two things together.
Yes. No, I'm not going to post it. I got too much DSP content already.
Never too much.
We have a very wide-ranging show. Sam Slade says, doubt that's actually sparkling water.
Well, actually, it is. It's like 99 cents for like a huge 32-ounce Sam's Club.
He's saying that he might have filled it.
Oh, like he reuses the bottle.
Might have got a little heavy on the wrist, as they say.
Got it.
Content is a stretch, to be honest, says Samuel. Carlos says, I look at mushroom clouds from both sides now. DSP quoting Joni Mitchell. Grinch Girl says that has to be the biggest insult you've ever received. We need to donate for your therapy you need now. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Lots of
the
it.
mushroom cloud, being excited about my show. What a piece of shit.
It hurts.
Is that what happens when you're on YouTube for too long? You get jaded and you don't love your show anymore?
I've wondered that sometimes.
Like April and I we've had kids all day. We got off rough out of the gates on the morning show this morning. And I told April, I'm so excited to do the show tonight because I'm always so fucking happy doing that show.
You just want to get back to it.
I'm so excited doing a show for people. So when I see people like DSP, who it seems like it's paining them to broadcast, I think, God damn, man, I really don't want to become that guy.
No, and I think, how long has he been on YouTube now? What'd you say?
9? Is it 9 years?
9 years. So almost a decade. And he must have clearly seen some kind of decline. You know?
Yeah.
He's not as relevant anymore because he doesn't give good content. He just bitches.
Whatever the case may be.
And yeah, sure. I would suppose you start to resent some things if you don't keep it up and keep trying.
Yeah. 3K says, isn't DSP small enough to ignore and just leave behind? No, he's fun. I have too much fun. I don't care how many followers someone has. I don't do this like latch on to a group of followers. I didn't even know who DSP was when I started making fun of him.
We kind of discovered that on accident.
Yeah, that was on Reddit that we found that. So yeah, he's fun. Let's continue on. Memeology is the only YouTuber that reached 500,000 subs now, but started as a DSP detractor channel. Definitely my idol to start my channel. Well, that's very cool. It's good to have inspiration. Triple N says the key to a show is to have disdain for your audience. Okay. Grinch Girl says, you were that guy at the end of radio. Glad you left that asshole of a station.
She's right, though. I was just thinking that to myself. I'm like, well, you kind of got that way.
I did.
Yep.
That's very, very true. Very, very true. Oh, sorry, guys. The thing pinned to the top of the page is wrong. I don't like leaving the goal higher than it actually is. Sorry about that. 220. There you go. All right, let's do an update from a story we did on Monday. You remember the 80-year-old who blew a guy's arm off for breaking into a convenience store?
Jesus.
Yeah, you missed that one?
I might have.
Johnny and I did this one Monday. It was great. A bunch of guys broke into this really rundown, shitty convenience store that has like, this is in a state where they can sell booze at their convenience stores, whereas we can't here in Minnesota. I think we're the last state that can't sell booze at a convenience store. Well,
pretty lame.
This guy, he has a guy break in, and the guy's got a rifle. Whether it's real or not, I don't know, but it looks like an AR. I mean, it looks legit. The guy pulls out a shotgun that he keeps from behind the counter, points through like a bag of chips or something, and hits the guy right in the fucking arm. Then, this is baller as fuck.
Man.
He's 80 years old. After he shoots the guy, he has a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Goes to the hospital, recovers. Now he gave an interview to the news.
So he's fine.
He's good.
I'd like to hear what he has to say.
The other guy ran away like a bitch, yelling, "Oh my God, my arm! He shot my arm off! He shot my arm off!"
I must have missed this while I was working.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I want to find the perfect clip. but I don't think this one has his interview in it. I have one that's 30 seconds of him.
The unknown.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. There's an
The
ad.
unknown.
Got to have an ad first. There's one that's him for like 30 seconds, but I want like the 3-minute news story that just keeps splicing him in there over and over again. So I don't know. I want to check this story out and see if that's the case. Otherwise, we'll just play the 30-second one and we'll go from there. But we have an update on this guy. He is okay. He's recovered.
He's badass.
And they found the other guys. They dropped one. They all went to the hospital because they were.
Oh, the one and only guy with his arm blown off. You
Yeah,
mean?
the guy with his arm blown off.
Yeah.
Did go to the hospital. All right, so I don't see. Yeah, this is one where he's still in the hospital. I think. Oh no, here we go. You guys just want to do the whole thing?
Yeah, why not?
Catch you guys up on it? Sure, let's do that. All right, here we go. I think this is in California.
Oh, it was either him or them.
Only on
Yeah, there
KCAL
you
9,
go.
we're hearing
Watch
now
this,
from
dude.
the wife of the store owner who took his shot at some would-be robbers. The owner is recovering from a heart attack following his brave act.
Well, his
Good for
wife
him.
and plenty of others are proud of what he did. KCAL 9's Michelle Geely is live this afternoon in Norco with the interview you won't see anywhere else.
Yes! Finally, the news promoting an interview you won't see anywhere else that I really, really want to see.
Yes, and I'm so happy that people are actually starting to stick up for store owners that are defending themselves
Oh,
too.
and dude, in California and New York, I really hope this starts happening more
Yes,
often.
because those out of every state are the two states I would imagine this not happening.
To me,
right?
Seattle and
Or
Portland,
Seattle.
they're lost. No, I don't.
They
even,
don't count anymore.
Yeah, they're done. But like California and New York, there's still a large majority of the population that wants to see this shit stop.
Mm-hmm.
And
A lot of wealthy people.
I think you're going to get back, like in New York and California, you're going to get back to the 80s when you had like guys like Bernard Goetz and you had the Death Wish movies with Paul Kersey, who was the guy who played him. Oh, God, Charles Bronson. Like you're going to see a comeback to that kind of attitude where people in New York are just going to be daydreaming about shooting some mugger in the neck. And not the worst way to start solving problems over there, by the way.
But I mean, what better thing to deter people from robbing stores? I've always kind of thought that the softer you are on people that cause problems, like the more the problem will happen.
Yeah, like San Francisco fucked themselves in the
Yes.
ass by telling stores don't call police and don't intervene.
Don't try to stop them when they're robbing your store blind.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Michelle?
Well, folks, breaking news. The store
He gets confused and just blows the camera guy's head off with that same shotgun. He's like, I'm not letting you in here to steal my liquor, you motherfucker.
This guy don't take no chances.
Ron, that was the cameraman.
Oh shit, man! I thought there was a
Sorry.
gun.
I'm a little edgy. You can understand. I love what he's got. How many things like this, like sexy girl liquor pictures, did he have to
I
put
think
away before the news got there?
In a really strange way, I think that's kind of fun because you don't see that anymore.
Put away my titty shit, Ethel. I got the news coming over. Put away the dildo shot glass, too. I told the grandkids to leave that shit alone.
He's got like those sperm shots on like the checkout area.
Hey,
You know what
shout
I'm
out.
talking about?
Yeah, shout out Dan Aykroyd. I got the Crystal Head vodka right there on display.
Oh my God, he does.
Yeah.
owner Craig has just walked through the doors here. How are you doing? I'm okay, he says, after suffering a heart attack.
Quit talking to him like he's 6. He'll fucking shoot you, lady.
There is something annoying about reporters. They talk down to old people like
Yeah.
they're like in kindergarten.
Bitch, you understand I can hear you. I just shot a feller a quarter my age.
Right, this guy just shot somebody and you're talking
Yeah.
to him like a kid. Stop it.
In this crazy and very, very scary event here, we did
Wow.
Oh. Are they hard up for news in Los Angeles?
Did all the hot chicks say they didn't want to go to that part of
I
town?
thought there was a lot of hot chicks in LA, right?
Jeez, there's a lot of hot chicks on the news in L.A. Apparently CBS is budget cutting.
She kind of reminds me of that chick that got on the news drunk and they let her go.
You know what this tells me? Fuck Biden's definition. This means we're in a recession.
Maybe.
This, yeah.
No
if this
more
is
hair appointments, no makeup,
if this
dollar
is what,
store clothes.
if this is what the news is hiring, we're in a recession.
Maybe.
speak to Craig's wife just a couple of hours ago, and we are protecting her identity for her safety. When you saw the video, what did you think?
At first, I saw his white hand come in, and I went, "Oh, I lost a $20 bet."
Look how quick he
It was either him or
reacted.
them.
Ooh.
The wife of the 80-year-old Norco liquor store owner who fired his shotgun in self-defense at an armed robber Sunday told me her husband Craig rarely used his gun. Sheriff's deputies say the 23-year-old suspect hit during the shooting remains in critical.
Oh, you saw where he got hit in the arm. He winced like that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
By the way, there was not slugs in there. That looked like that was buckshot. That looked like
whatever gets the job done, man.
He got sprayed, I think, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Condition. A loud blast is heard on the security.
That guy's
video.
like, fuck that noise.
Nope.
By the way, that's how you can tell that robbers brought the guns for show and intimidation and were not willing to use them.
Oh, yeah. He didn't go back up his buddy.
No.
way.
And then screams as the gunman runs to the getaway car.
He shot my arm off.
He was clearly running with both arms, but
Yes.
the one was all kind of weird.
Owie!
Over and over, he shot my
3 shotgun shells is too many.
arm off. Did he know that he'd hit the one guy?
The guy yelled, so he figured he did, but he didn't know the extent of the damage. But the guy's in the hospital now in critical condition, so
Oh, shit.
must
Good
have
for
been
him.
a pretty good shot.
You know what? That's the thing, though. I don't feel bad for these people. Like, you know, they fucked around and they found out.
Right.
Like, that's your own problem. Like, you should anticipate that being a potential outcome for you.
Yeah, I don't mind that lady being like, well, he's in critical condition, so must not be doing too well.
My knee jerk is good. Good
Yeah.
for him.
Father and grandfather suffered a heart attack during the robbery attempt and needed 3 stents, but he's now home recovering.
Whoa.
At the store on 6th Street, the phone won't stop ringing. Calls are coming from people from as far away as Canada.
Mostly Ted Nugent, over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
Ted will not stop calling this man.
Fucking love this guy.
78% of the calls are from Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, and Alec Baldwin.
Praising Craig for his bravery. This man drove to Norco Market and Liquor from Eastvale to support him.
Yo, Holmes, you got any guns you could sell me on the cheap?
Aaron.
Oh, sorry.
No.
For protection, Holmes.
No, he
My
needs
family
those
is
guns.
important.
Even telling my fiance, I go, by that time that happened,
I wasn't that far off.
You were not that far off. That's uncomfortable. It was right on.
you have no time to, react.
I told the man behind the counter, you have to react fast. You have to be like, arriba, arriba, andale, andale. I mean, I have a cousin. His name is Slowpoke Rodriguez. He takes a slow draw on the revolver, but he'll fuck you up.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you can grab or whatever you can, especially for, his safety, he had to think fast.
The shooting sends this message to criminals, according to the owner's wife.
Stay out of Norco. 'Cause everybody in Norco has a gun.
I love her too.
Sorry.
All right, and with us now is Craig. As we said, just within the last couple of
First thing he says is, why didn't they send me one of the hot ones?
I know.
Why'd I get the fucking hose beast?
You
know I'm a goddamn American hero, right?
He is. He's a local hero, and you send that to his store?
I knew Mark Twain personally, and you're going to send me a fucking 2 with an overbite?
He might be Mark Twain himself.
Might actually be Samuel Clemens.
minutes he walked through the door of his store for the first time since the shooting. We've got to ask you to stand here right now, pretty much in the same place you were when you fired at that gunman. What is this like for you?
She gives him another heart attack.
I just did what I had to do. I would always protect my employees, my customers, myself. This instance, fortunately, I was here by myself, so I only had
And the fucking Hostess cherry pies. They're underrated, goddammit, and criminally so. Nobody's gonna steal one on my fucking watch.
Oh, no.
I'll blow your fucking head off. And I heard Hostess was gonna discontinue them. I'll start shooting.
Oh, man.
I did
Don't
this to
touch
save the Hostess pies.
Who's got a better lineup, Hostess or Lil Debbie? Or is it? That's not the same thing, right? No, they're not.
That's a tough one.
I say Lil Debbie all the way. I think that's not even a
I might give it to
decision.
Hostess just for the pies.
What?
I like the pies.
That's blasphemy.
Look, nutty bars are good, but
That's tragic that you
I don't
just
know.
said that.
I think if you're having this argument over the age of 9, you should kill yourself.
I haven't bought a Lil Debbie in at least over a decade.
Yeah.
to worry about that. I took care of it, and that was that.
But how good were they when you were 4?
So good.
Your wife told me that you rarely shoot your gun.
Yeah, that's right. In the bedroom is where I do most of my cocking.
I mostly get rid of these two guns right here.
Yeah. She also says that now that I'm a hero, I'm open to invite others to the bed, if you know what I mean.
Fuck.
Do you mean me? No, I mean your coworkers. Do you have her number?
Actually, he just turns into the guy that holds a pistol to the girl's head while he's fucking her.
What the fuck?
The Sopranos move.
Never get a chance. Yeah. I did a lot of hunting when I was a little kid. I'd put food on the table, so I still remember things from a long time ago.
And what is your message to fellow business people here in the area and in Southern California? Because there has been an uptick.
Run for your life and go to Texas. This place is going to shit. I'll cover your retreat.
Just don't go to Austin.
Yeah.
And these types of liquor store, convenience store crimes.
I think more people should vote and vote the right way, and I think the politicians, this isn't going to get me on the right side of a lot of people. But,
He's self-aware.
Fucking base.
Fucking base.
there's a whole lot of people out there, they got no clue what it's like to try to run a small business.
I love him.
And when they're letting these people out, and we got bad people, let's face it, there's bad people. Bad people we don't need. We need to get them locked up. Because it's a scary situation when that happens. And,
well, great. Now you're going to be governor, fuckface. You just bought yourself a job.
I'd like him to be governor of California.
Yeah. These guys going to come in and take it away from you? Not here.
All right, Craig, thank you. And we're so happy that you're doing better.
Thank you.
He's not.
Oh, dude, he's amazing.
I love that guy. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. Like, politics aside, I mean, anyone who is on the side of getting criminals off the street and like making it known that it's not okay to just walk into a store with a gun.
Now get ready for everyone who
me.
now get ready for everyone who disagrees with him politically to start digging through like all of his life to find him saying the N-word.
And isn't that shitty? Yeah, he has like a Jimmy the Greek video.
He's got
some banquet.
multiple Jimmy the Greek videos.
He went to a Pheasants Forever banquet and said the N-word.
Yeah. It's a perfect dork he makes a good point. He says, after recovering from the heart attack, I would retire. My life ain't worth losing over a bag of chips.
Or
tell him that.
I mean, don't you kind of feel like a quitter though if you shot a dude, defended your store, and defeated or beat a heart attack? Like,
yeah, you're going out on top.
Don't you feel like a quitter though?
Maybe. I don't know. I got to throw out a few thank yous here. Thank you to Sly Rye for $2.
Thank you.
He says DSP's lucky he didn't show the mushroom. Yeah, not this time.
Ew.
AKA Wheels with $20. Thank you, buddy. Zen Rhino becoming a Yeehaw Club member. Thanks,
Woo.
Zen. Thank you very much.
Zen.
$2 from Cody. Thank you very much. There you go. I almost missed it for him. Sorry about that. So 25. Let's see. 15, 20. Let's call that 25 off the goal. Wow, thank you guys very much. It is not quite 8 o'clock, and you guys are under $200 for the goal. Thank you so much. KF with another $2.
Sage Retard PhD KF.
There you go. There you go. 195 away from our goal tonight. There is the PayPal link in the chat. If you'd like to contribute via PayPal, that's very cool. If you'd like to do it via Super Chats or becoming a member, also very, very cool. Loaded Wrench with a joke I should have been able to pick up on. Great job, buddy. He says, we know where Don Imus went.
Oh.
How do you like that message where he goes, if people would vote the right way?
Well, the poor little guy just had his store threatened.
You call him little? He'll blow your fucking head off, man.
Well, what do we always tell people? Like, people keep voting in the same candidates and the same problems keep getting worse and worse.
Well,
he's not wrong.
Well, I'm glad I could run this convenience store, baby. It's Amos in the morning. I had a couple of nappy-headed hoes break into my convenience store today. I had to shoot them in the arm, Bernard. Baby.
Oh, my God.
I wish he would talk like Imus. He's one of those guys who, when Imus got in trouble, he was like, he didn't do anything wrong.
He's too soft-spoken, though.
This country's going to shit.
I liked his wife, too.
Return Trip says, what a sweet old man who shoots people's arms off.
It really is always like the cute, harmless-looking ones.
Yeah.
They just get the job done, though.
It's the quiet ones you gotta watch. One of my favorite Carlin bits, he goes, it's the quiet ones you gotta watch. And he goes, I guarantee you anything that while you're watching a quiet one, a noisy one will fucking kill you.
Yes, they will.
He goes, let's say you got a guy and he's sitting there in the corner reading a book, not minding his own business, and they got another guy with a machete pounding on the bar going, I'll kill the next motherfucker who comes in here. Who you going to watch?
That's the thing, though. While you're watching him throw a fit, the other guy kills you.
Maybe they're in cahoots.
They have a system.
PH Header, Deirdre, get my hat. Samuel Librand says, how would Jim Cornette, what would he say about this 80-year-old shooting the robber? Oh, fuck. The tennis racket is in the garage.
What are you going to do?
Could you get the tennis racket from the garage so I could do the proper Jim Cornette? People want the Jim Cornette.
Well, fine.
I can't not give them exactly what they want. They're generous people. They got us 195 away from our goal 1 hour into the show. Like, I'm not going to give them their Jim Cornette if they want it. That guy is awesome, though. I absolutely love him. The next thing we're going to get into tonight, after Jim Cornette cuts a promo about this guy, I didn't know about this. There's a conspiracy theory that Eminem died in 2006. I mean, I know he hasn't made any good music since then, so it is kind of plausible. But they've also got, like, they've dug up, like, records. They've dug up video. Like, people are really, really into this conspiracy theory that Eminem is dead and has been dead for over 15 years. Here we go. All right, listen to me, motherfucker. You come into a goddamn convenience store and you're looking to eat all the Little Debbie snack cakes, and you come in and this 80-year-old man is management the teller. I'll tell you, it's going to be a shoot of a shoot. This ain't going to be a work. He's not exposing the goddamn business. You come in there with an AR-15 looking to start some trouble, and you are exposing the goddamn business. And I'm going to tell you right now, and this is a goddamn shoot. I saw that robber, X-Pac, 123 Kids, 6-Pac, whatever your name is. Hell, your name's Sean Waltman. I'm going to tell you right now, you come into a store like that, you're going to get an 80-year-old man shooting you in the goddamn arm. And I'm Jim Cornette, and that's my opinion.
Why did he have a tennis racket? I'm not read up on Jim Cornette.
He used to fuck you up with that tennis racket. He was a manager, and his whole gimmick was, like, the tag team he managed would like distract the referee, and Jim Cornette would whack the other guy with a loaded tennis racket. Yeah.
I've always wanted to whack someone like that.
Oh, have you? Well, I'll wait till tonight. Mr. Nobody with $9.99 says, put the racket in his hands or you get the hose. Yeah, that's
I gave him the damn racket.
There you go. 190 away from our goal tonight. Thank you guys very much. Always appreciate when I can do the Jim Cornette rant for people. Appreciate it. All right. So 190 away from the goal. Eminem apparently died in 2006.
What?
Was not aware of it either. But there are people who swear by it, and they're saying he was replaced by a clone.
So mentally ill people.
No. I mean, think about it. He has not made one good song since 2006.
That's accurate, but we've seen him.
But that might not be. Did you notice that after 2006, he stopped with the blonde hair?
It's
the
black.
hair went back to dark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What? So somebody quits bleaching their hair, suddenly they're dead?
There were rumors.
He was at the Super Bowl this year.
There were rumors that after Sting stopped dyeing his hair, it was a different Sting. But that's not the case.
It was a sting operation.
It was a sting operation. But Eminem, Chris Tombstone says, Eminem made the album of the year in 2017, you fool.
Yeah.
It was still dog shit.
But he still made album of the year.
Compared to his earlier shit, it's garbage. It's shit. Eminem is so much more interesting and better when he's on drugs.
A lot of people are. I mean, Demi Lovato was only relevant when she was on heroin.
Right, exactly. You've got to be on drugs. I'm not going to deal with these literal stans who are coming in there acting like Eminem was still hot shit 5-10 years ago. Hip-hop had passed him by. It was by 2017, it was all Kanye. Hell, even Kanye was at the tail end of his thing. At 2017.
I don't think Kanye can come out with any good music anymore.
I mean, look, everybody has a great run. Hip-hop's one of those businesses that unless you're like Jay-Z, when you start making shitloads of money, you're just not as interesting.
I would agree to that.
I mean...
Well, eventually it only becomes about the money. I think that's maybe why people start resenting stuff too. Like earlier you asked, like, does DSP maybe hate his show now? I think it just became about the money, and if the money's not there, suddenly you hate it.
I mean, Eminem always hated people.
Yes, but...
So the drama all started when fans noticed a change in his voice over the years. Of course, we all know that singers and rappers experience a change in voice over the years due to a number of factors, including aging and strain. But sure, being replaced by a clone is definitely one of those factors.
Come on.
Spanish website Lugaya del Verón decided to pour even more fuel on the fire by addressing Eminem as an android clone and claiming he died in a car accident back in 2006.
No, prove it.
I'm trying to show you. In 2006, Eminem died in a car accident, the newspaper reported. Fans also decided to start picking apart his change in appearance, with many pointing out a huge change in his jaw shape and overall facial structure. Yeah, I believe he is a clone. It doesn't even look like him anymore, and his eyes are dead, one fan wrote.
What?
The theory points out that since 2006, when he supposedly died in the car accident, the rapper has made significant changes to the lyrics he's popping out, and that his style of dress has also changed. I mean, he is in his 40s. I mean, you're allowed to start dressing your age.
I think that both of us probably dress a little different than we did 10 years ago even.
They're adding that he now puts a great emphasis on the hip-hop lifestyle and has changed to a much darker style. Oh, style of clothes. Okay, I thought they meant style of rap. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Have you heard his first 3 albums?
Like, I'll give you an example. Has anyone looked at MGK's change in wardrobe over the years?
Nobody gives a shit about MGK.
No, I'm just saying, though, you change your clothes all the time.
I mean, it's hard for me because, to me, he's always just looked like a little cunt.
I saw something very funny, or at least I thought it was this evening. Megan Fox took out the machine gun and just left the Kelly. He's just Kelly now. All he does is wear pink and makeup.
He is super gay at this point.
I know.
Aaron needs to wear a tinfoil fedora if he's going to do shows like this. Well, people say they found a moment where Eminem glitched at like his android clone.
Okay.
Glitched, and it all got fucked up. They said he went to rehab around 05, 06, and they're saying that that's when he died of a car accident and a new Eminem came out of the woodwork.
Okay, 2 things. If you can prove to me about the car accident, like why the car accident, show me what happened, show me documentation or something.
It's not my theory.
And then I am willing to roll over and say you're right if you can prove this somehow.
Well, here's where they say the android fucked up. Is Eminem during the Notre Dame, Michigan 2013 halftime interview.
Okay.
They're saying that Eminem was secretly a robot and that the robot malfunctioned during the interview. Now, I would argue, since this was 2013, Eminem, a known drug addict, was high as a fucking kite during this interview. But you can decide android malfunctioning or drug addict tripping balls on TV.
I'm ready.
Let's watch.
And what a pleasure for Herbie and me to introduce Marshall.
Herbie and I.
Herbie and me? Yeah.
Herbie and I. Herbie and Me was the name of a great TV show in the 70s. About a guy and a pet monkey.
Mathers. Some of you may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday night crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night. But folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos called Berserk.
Okay, that's a really fucked up guy, right?
You're saying that's not an android malfunctioning?
No, that guy, he's high as shit. He is on everything. He is high as hell. Okay. There's no... How do you make... There are not androids out there that look this good yet. Now, if you gave it 10 more years, I'd say, yeah, maybe.
Berserk. Take a listen. It's headed for the top of the charts.
Oh, Berserk was a terrible fucking song.
It was, but people loved it. I don't know why.
We Made You, Berserk, and Just Lose It. Those were the 3 songs where you're like, dude, it's fucking over.
Why were they so popular, though?
I don't know. He always wanted to rap in a goofy voice and go as fast as he could. And it's like, dude, you don't need... I hate that when rappers get so big that even their fans know why they're good better than they do.
They think they can get away with things that just are not good.
Who was helping produce that with you, Marshall, when you did that?
Yeah, sorry. Live TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question?
That was Mr. Rubin, one of the all-time greats, producer. Huh? Yep. How long does it take you to shoot a video like that? How many takes and how many hours?
Sometimes it's usually like a 2-day process. Sometimes it could go to 3. It's a lot of takes. It's a lot of sitting around waiting, but it's cool. I mean, if the video comes out,
he is horrible at interviews.
He's always been a boring fucking guy.
That was the boringest thing I've heard.
He's always been
No, I would say though, like, as far as like a clone, no. Like I said, if you gave it more time, maybe we'd have clones out that look that good and function that well, but I don't think so.
Alaric says, okay, Aaron, are you saying Rap God, Godzilla, and Venom are all bad? I'm saying when you compare them to Amityville, Drug Ballad, Role Model, when you compare them to all the great songs of the early to mid 2000s, yes, those are not even close. If another rapper came out with those, and you said that those were even in the ballpark of the Marshall Mathers LP, even the Eminem show, you would be laughed out of the fucking room.
I would say they are not even similar.
No.
In caliber, of course. To answer Alaric's question, Aaron does in fact hate all three of those songs.
Because here's why. When I start liking a guy, I like him for a very specific reason. And when he stops being the thing I like, I go, oh, this isn't for me.
To me, I totally agree with Aaron. They are not the same caliber as his first initial couple albums there. I did think that Music to Be Murdered By was still a good album. And it's not even the same ballpark as his old stuff, but I did like the album.
It's
almost
got
the entire thing.
One decent song, and that song is kind of gay. Zen Rhino says Rap Devil by Machine Gun Kelly was better than Rap God.
Yeah, I'd agree to that.
It's honestly the only.
Do you
Machine
know the
Gun,
song Rap God?
Yeah, it's Machine Gun Kelly's Rap Devil was one of the very few. It's the only MGK song I've ever heard where I went, you know what? Fucking respect.
Second one for me.
I think he gets credit, even though it's a way past his prime Eminem. He took him to championship rounds, and you could give either guy the decision. In my
thought
opinion.
both songs were really good.
Music to Be Murdered By is Eminem's best album lyrically. I have to leave.
See, that's an insane comment.
I can't decide.
That's an insane comment. I'm sitting here. I thought that Music to Be Murdered By was a really good album. I liked every song on it.
Chris,
but I would not say that.
Chris, we cannot continue this conversation.
I think
if you're being serious.
Anything. What album would you say was his last good one? What'd you say?
Oh man, I'd have to go back. I think the first one that met the Eminem standard is probably the Eminem show.
We've done this before almost. It's almost hack at this point. But I think his new stuff is almost graded on a curve compared to his original songs.
Discography in order. Let's see. Slim Shady LP, fantastic. Marshall Mathers LP, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. Eminem show, pretty good. 8 Mile soundtrack, good. Encore, that was the one with a lot of the greatest hits on it, right?
I think so. I still liked Encore.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that one kind of doesn't count.
Sure, because it was all of his good stuff at the time.
There was other stuff on
It's like a best of album.
Yeah. Steve is the man says the first three big ones. Yeah, the first three big ones, you can't get much
So what I would
than
say,
that.
anything after those first three albums then is it's all graded on some kind of a curve.
It goes like this.
I really did think that Music to Be Murdered By was great, though.
I'll tell you this. Easy on the word great. We got to stop.
It's good music compared to a lot of other artists.
It's fine.
I'm grading it on the curve of comparing it to everyone else's shit right now.
Eminem's career, first three albums, boom. The rest of it, and then it just kind of leveled off. And it belongs in hip hop, don't get me wrong.
And then Citizen M says Kamikaze was the last of OG Eminem.
That was shit.
I did not like Kamikaze.
Curly Adams says Encore was Toy Soldier. Oh, was it? No, and wasn't Encore also I think there was one other good one on Encore. Encore might have been the last one.
I think Encore was good.
But anyway, people have now dug into Eminem. I don't know why LAD Bible is so big on Eminem this week, but they are. They've got 3 stories on him. They dug into his 2004, and I think this was off the Devil's Night album, or this. No, Purple Pills was Devil's Night. D12 made a song called My Band.
Yep.
And Eminem obviously appears in the video they appear as a mariachi band. Was Proof still alive for this one? I think he was. But Eminem is now being called out for cultural appropriation for an old music video. Guys, My Band was in the year 2004. I was a junior in high school when this album came out. And they've decided now, out of boredom, to start bitching about it.
That's not even my first thought. You can't. Of all the things Eminem has ever said, now this is the thing you're going to say cultural appropriation for?
He said the gay F word 9,000 times in the Marshall Mathers
You
LP.
have to stop.
My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge that'll stab you in the head whether you're a gay F or les.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the thing you're going to choose?
Jesus Christ, man.
You have to stop, because if you're going to go for one thing on Eminem, you might as well take his entire... what do you call it? His
the whole catalog.
The whole catalog. That's it.
Of all the things to start fucking with, my salsa? Really? That's what we're going to go with? Is my salsa? Like,
it's just the costume, though, right?
If you watch this and you can't see that this is an obvious fucking around, this is an obvious joke, you're too miserable of a person to even be reached.
Not only that, but recently we've done a video on somebody put on like a mariachi like uniform with like the sombrero and the poncho and stuff and a mustache and went around asking like black people and white people like, oh, how do you feel about this? It's all, oh, that's offensive.
Yeah.
But then when you ask an actual Latino or a Latina, oh no, I think it's great. That's whatever. You're fine.
Yeah, they laugh.
They laugh. They don't care.
Lemmy says if he apologizes, I swear to God, I'll never listen to another Eminem song in my fucking life.
You think he'd apologize?
I don't think he would, and I'll tell you why.
He's dead. He can't.
That's true. He's also dead. His avatar does not have the right to apologize for him.
It's not in his programming.
But yeah, they didn't put the apology in there. But I will say that as far as Eminem goes, I don't think he'll apologize for this for a couple reasons. One, this isn't like an organized Latino organization coming after him. I'm sorry, Triple N, you're right. Latinx organization that's coming after him. This is just a bunch of pissed off blue hairs on Twitter.
Yeah.
So this one's easy to ignore. They'll move on to something else. They'll find out that Lady Gaga was in blackface one time or some shit, and they'll be mad about that tomorrow.
Dude, Lady Gaga wore an entire dress made of meat. Where are all like the PETA people on that
Actually,
one?
they were there on that one.
Were they?
Yeah,
okay.
they were up her
I
asshole
must have been
about
too
that.
busy enjoying her music at the time.
Yes, of course. Someone says the first D12 was awesome. Hey, you know what, Loaded Wrench? Thank you for saying that.
You don't like D12.
No, I loved their first. I loved the D12 album.
All I've ever heard you say is how much you hate D12 and how they're a joke.
No. Well, they are now, but I mean that first album was solid.
Yeah.
For like that was at the time where every rapper was getting their boys an album.
Yes.
Nelly got the Saint Lunatics an album. 50 got G Unit an album.
G Unit was great.
Eminem got D12 an album.
I enjoyed G Unit.
And then once the Saint Lunatics and D12 and G Unit got one, the industry went, all right, guys, enough with your fucking friends.
Enough already.
No more of your friends. We want you.
You can't have friends.
Not your friends. All right. They tried a Wu-Tang. That's exactly what they tried to do. And if Proof would have stayed alive, they might have had it. All right, guys, let's move on from Eminem. Lots of good Eminem stuff tonight. But we are moving on. We are $190 away from our goal. Let's see if we can knock that down before the final can rattling in about 40 minutes. Let's knock out the goal tonight. Let's show that the evening show audience kicks the living shit out of this morning's audience and knock that goal out. Tomorrow morning and Friday morning are going to be a little like that because of our shortcomings today. But we're going to knock this evening show goal out. We're going to do 30 minutes of overtime, and we're going to have a great show. 190 away from the goal. PayPal link is in the chat. We take over 90% of that, 70% of whatever you throw in on YouTube. I do want to take a minute to tell you guys about the Steel Toe VIP package. $250 in donations in 1 week gets you all 3 shirts, the hoodie, the 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers, and you get 2 tickets to every live event we do, including our anniversary show, the stand-up show and cornhole tournament, which is this Saturday at Stoney's. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Lemmy will have the link in the chat. But you get 2 tickets to every live event, and we enter you in a $100 drawing automatically that we hold every single month on this show. So if you become a VIP, not only does it support the show, but you get all this merch. There is one thing I have to change in the calculation of the VIP. It's not going to cost the VIPs any more money. It's not really going to change much at all. We have, as we said on the morning show, as our audience grows and our audience becomes more spread out, a lot of the local places that we have are kind of just, they're like, hey, we're great job,
Doesn't work for us anymore.
We're done. We're gonna, we got to tighten our belts too. So we've lost about 2,500 over the last year per month in advertisers. So we had another difficult choice to make, and instead of letting somebody go, what we decided to do is we're going to take when we get a new VIP instead of counting all 250 towards the goal, we're going to knock out our cost of buying the merch and have the rest go towards the goal. So now it'll be 150 going towards the goal. I hope that's okay with you guys. I really didn't want to bring this up, but I have to be honest with the audience. I hope you guys are okay with it. I hope you understand. All these moves we're making are so that we can keep everybody as long as possible. That's the whole deal. We admit we're a big show for a show our size in terms of staff, but it's not changing the price of the VIP. It's still the same thing. All we're doing is eliminating the cost of the merch, not how much the merch is sticker price, how much it costs us
to get it.
Yeah, removing that from what goes off the goal. So now every time someone becomes a VIP, it's still going to cost the same to them. Doesn't change anything like that. We just counted as 150 off the goal.
It's more realistic for us in our budget.
Yeah, basically here's how it worked. We were paying $800 to $1,100 per month for VIP packages. And we went, well, instead of firing somebody, we can just, cover our costs and knock the rest off the goal. Nobody has to get hurt.
Not to mention merch, in order to get it on my end, has actually gone up. Like, merch is more expensive.
Yeah, everybody's raising their price on
Well,
shit.
it's not only them, though. It's just like shopping at any other store.
So, yeah, if you want to become a VIP, it's all still the same. It's all still cool. It's all still fine. And the only thing that changes is how much comes off the goal. So, $190 away from the goal tonight. If you feel like chipping in, there's the PayPal, Super Chats, and memberships count as well. Lemmy says KF. Oh, no, he's not KF. He's
Sage Retard, PhD, KF.
Had an interesting idea last night. He said something about $100 donations could be like a VIP light, a sticker, and a shirt. We do want to do something about like people who give a ridiculously generous amount, like $50, like maybe some personalized messages and shit.
If they ask for it.
Yeah, because like Trident threw in $50, and it's like, we should do something for old Trident. Even people who throw in like $20, $25. It's like, throw them something, All right, let's have everybody chip in. Let's knock down that 190 as the show goes on here, because we got a lot more stories to do. We'll focus on that, and hopefully you guys knock down that goal as we go. Do you remember the guy in Baltimore who had the sword?
Oh, how do you forget him?
Yeah, there was a guy we covered a few years ago, and he came packing a sword. He lived in Baltimore, and he was he was an ex-felon. I think he was a murderer, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had been in prison before.
I think he was in prison for murder. No. That's the guy who wanted to pay murderers to be off the street or to not commit murder.
Guy.
Is it the same guy?
That is the same guy, and
Okay.
it's also the same guy who would spray paint sections of sidewalk and says no shoot zone.
That's the guy I'm talking about. That's the same dude?
Same guy.
Okay, so this guy, I want to play a video for you guys to remind you of who he is. This is from a few years ago. I have an update on this guy, and you're going to laugh your fucking dicks off.
I love that.
Would you like to guess what our update is on the guy? He was going around, like April said, with spray paint, creating no shoot zones. So he would just go in the inner city, in these neighborhoods, go to shitty places, and in spray paint just go, no shoot zone, meaning that was going to stop people from shooting.
Yeah.
Any idea what the update is?
I'm going to guess somebody got shot in the no shoot zone. Maybe he did.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. First, here's to catch you guys up on who this guy is. A tutorial, if you will.
Watch golf all week.
Oh, golf.
Of course, we've got to watch an ad first. Sorry, guys. Oh.
What'd you do?
Your video will resume in 5 seconds. All right, sorry.
Why you do this?
Why I do this. Here we go.
Look at this neighborhood, by the way.
Why won't you fucking play for me? Am I a piece of shit?
It doesn't want us to see the horror.
What am I, on the fucking pay no mind list over here? Oh, of course, the golf first. Golf first.
Who likes
and then
golfing,
the news.
am I right?
I love golf. What the fuck? Yeah, look at what it's doing.
This is awkward.
I am not doing any of this.
Did it do this earlier?
No, I got to watch this this whole video last time. You know what it is? They
What the
changed their
fuck?
format of their news videos, so now the old ones don't work anymore. All right, here's our boy. I can still get you guys caught up on this guy. There he is. So he's got T-shirts. They say no shoot zone on him. He goes and graffitis the walls and says no shoot zone.
There's got to be a YouTube video on him or something.
He's a former gang member. He estimates he shot about 20 people when he was a teenager, between 13 and 15 years old. At 15, he says he had a shootout with police. He served 11 years after admitting to attempted murder. Now the guerrilla marketing campaign of no shoot zones is his mission. Well, boys and girls, I have an update 3 years later
How's it going?
just how that's going. Let's hit play. We're going to have an ad first. You see this new format of video they use?
I do.
It doesn't work on the old ones. And so they won't play. What do you do? We got a couple more seconds here, and then we can play this one. So we wanted the no shoot zones. That's how we were going to keep the neighborhood safe. Some would say Baltimore's still struggling. But let's get an update on him and see if he's lost the zest.
We need more no shoot zones
for the movement. Well, let's see how it's going, then you can decide.
An advocate whose mission was to end gun violence in Baltimore turned a victim himself. WJZ has learned the man who was a voice for
Oh, sorry, it was
Did I not call that?
Sorry, it was WJZ. I had to.
The guy got shot in his own no shoot zone.
no shoot zones in the city was actually shot this morning. Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch.
You either spray paint long enough to make the no shoot zones, or you die from a gunshot wound, or you live long enough to become an irony.
How sad.
I'm Rick Ritter. Welcome to those of you watching on CBS News Baltimore and right here on WJZ.
So this unsettling investigation comes at a time when crime in Baltimore out of control, and we know...
As opposed to what?
Right.
I'm sorry. But in 2022, you're not allowed to say crime in Baltimore has been out of control. As opposed to what, 2 years ago when it was totally okie dokie?
Isn't there an entire, what is the...
The Wire.
The Wire, that's what it's called? Yeah.
know that many of you are wondering, when will it ever get better?
Yeah, it is out of control. Baltimore on track now for its deadliest year in more than a decade. And
I mean, Donald Sutherland in the movie Outbreak had a solution.
Oh, yeah?
Fuel layer bomb.
Now, if we're going to do that to any U.S. city, though, they're not first, right?
I don't have enough of them.
I don't think so.
I don't have enough Moabs for that one.
We've got a whole list.
Yeah.
WJZ live at 6 o'clock tonight. Annie Rose Ramos with much more on what we're learning about the victim in this latest shooting. Someone, Annie Rose, we have spoken to in the past and is well known in the community.
They really do send the past their prime ones out to the dangerous places, don't they?
What is going on? She looks like she'd be very attractive if she would just wear... She's not even wearing news person clothes.
Probably gay.
What?
She's probably just
allegedly.
She's probably not wearing her blazer because she took it off to catch the drip from the oil pan when she was changing the oil in that truck.
So, is that very much not a moment like you had with me last night? Like, in my opinion, she's gay? Like, how does that work? I'm so confused. You know what I mean? The thing you yelled at me for last night?
No. You said, why is she dressed like that? I said, probably gay. I didn't say she was.
Probably.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
I gotcha. Thank you.
Rick
I'm
and
learning.
Denise, just in the past few minutes, there has been an incredible amount of police activity. I just want to go over to here. Behind me, this is where Tyree Moorhead has been living, according to neighbors. That is the victim from this morning's shooting. And
well, you know what? I look at his sidewalk outside his house. He didn't spray paint no shoot zone. Good job, fuckface. This all could have been avoided.
How many years have you had to cover every sidewalk?
If you would have stayed true to your brand, none of this shit would have ever happened. Great job.
Guys, if you can just look to my left, you will see him right now in those hospital scrubs. Police have surrounded this area along with a SWAT team.
He's in his fucking hospital gown. He doesn't want to leave.
What are we doing here, folks?
Jesus.
And firefighters, they have surrounded him as well. You can see Rick and Denise, he is completely in hospital scrubs.
Okay, this guy's kind of badass.
He's walking around fine.
Yeah, he got shot. He's still wearing hospital clothing, and he's like, let me in my motherfucking house.
That's kind of how I'd feel, though, too.
Come on, hurry up. I got a spray paint no shoot zone outside this motherfucker. I thought it was implied, but they don't read between the lines in the neighborhood.
Right.
That is because he was shot earlier this morning on Rose Street and Monument. He came around to this area, to his house, calling police, asking for medical attention. That is when they arrived. But as you mentioned before, Rick and Denise, this is a man who has made it his mission to fight gun violence, putting up those no shooting zones across the city.
I mean, in fairness, you took one that somebody else didn't have to.
That's true. Oh, is he not a hero now?
Kind of a hero.
I think he's a hero.
I mean, technically, by his own admission, he's owed about 19 more.
Yeah.
I mean, you admit to killing or shooting 20 people.
Between the ages of 13 and 15, that's 2 years you shot 20 people.
Before he got his driver's license.
That's almost a human per month you shot.
Yes.
Nearly 200 of them. And now you see police surrounding him. They showed up to his house not 30 minutes ago. There are roughly 10 police cars surrounding this block.
Shot in the throat?
We saw moments ago.
Jesus. He got shot in the fucking neck and he's just out walking around. God, this guy's
Dude
a badass.
almost died.
God damn, man.
That thing's an inch to the left, his right, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Entering the second floor of his house, I heard from the side that there are search warrants, that the police had them. There is also a crime scene, a forensics team. But as you can see, Denise and Rick, that is Tyree Moorhead right there coming out of the hospital after being shot this morning. We will learn more and bring it back to you. For now, reporting live, I'm Annie Rose Rama for WJZ.
Oh.
He just leaves his scrubs on, though. What the hell?
Just leaves his scrubs on, takes off his, freshly bloodied up bandage, and he's like, all right, I just gotta...
Well, he still had his IV port in his hand, too. I feel like he did not leave that hospital under their orders.
No,
I feel like he just kind of dipped.
I feel like he just kind of got the fuck out of there. Cody with $5. Thank you very much. He says, starofthenorth.club. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But it does mean that our goal is down to 185 tonight. Guys, let's see if we can't get a move on that goal tonight. Otherwise, we do have to roll whatever's left over into Thursday and Friday's show. And because we were far short on tonight's show, that goal is already at 500. So hopefully you guys can band together. And those of you who haven't chipped in can chip in. And we can knock this thing out.
Lots of little ones, guys.
And do 30 minutes of overtime. Yeah, that's how you guys have been doing it this week.
Yep.
Is lots of little ones. Everybody teaming up, which is very, very cool. I appreciate that. There's the PayPal link in the chat. It's also pinned to the top of the chat if you'd like to do that with the up-to-date goal. $5 or $185 away from that goal tonight. If you guys can help us out, that would be cool. We've been following those lawsuits that people are filing.
The racist ones.
The racist lawsuits about the Sesame Street.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. They're not high-fiving black kids.
Right.
They're ignoring all the black kids. And I got to say, every video, a lot of times when these lawsuits come out, you go, oh, come on.
No.
But, I mean, you watch the people who have been filing these lawsuits about the Sesame Street and the Chuck E. Cheese, and you go, it does kind of look like they were high-fiving all the white kids and then telling the black kids to fuck off.
You might have a point.
Well, guess what?
What?
Disney Pixar ain't going to be caught with their fucking pants down.
Oh, no.
No. You ain't going to be suing Pixar for no $25 million.
Oh, are they going all out?
Oh, eat my ass. They ain't ignoring any black kids over at Pixar.
I'm ready to eat.
Sesame Shop can suck a dick.
I see what's going to happen here.
And Chuck E. Cheese can go fuck themselves. Let's show the
I'm
amateurs.
guessing we're high-fiving all the black kids.
Oh, fuck high-fiving. That's gay.
Well, what else could you do?
Oh,
Don't touch them.
Get ready. Why?
Sexually or anything.
Oh,
behave.
Geez. That's true. It is Disney. You got to be careful.
That's what I'm afraid of.
They do get a little too aggressive.
No, by all means, high fives are great.
Yeah, they get sued for the other reasons.
I know you touch too much.
Too much touching.
Too
we
much.
Find a middle ground between Disney and Sesame Street?
Disney's new slogan is too much touch.
Maybe Hanna-Barbera is the perfect amount. Yogi just kind of slaps hands a little bit.
Did Hanna-Barbera do Tom and Jerry too, or is that
Merry Melodies, I think that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Let's watch Woody and the team and how they handle the black kids that apparently Sesame Workshop and Chuck E. Cheese keeps fucking up.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta probably turn it down.
Stop with the music.
Copyright music. So look at this. Woody is pointing at Jesse and says, "Hey! There's black kids over here.
You might as well yell it.
There are Negro children. Jesse, get away from those white demons and come hug the black kids.
These are the ones keeping us from lawsuits.
They are litigious, and they will hire a Jewish man to sue the shit out of us.
They are our meal tickets.
So there's Woody, and he's telling Jesse, enough with the white kids. Jesse, we're going to get sued. This is going to He literally walks over to her and goes, you go hug those fuckers. This is, okay, if they weren't wearing costumes right now, this is what it would be like. Let me go back to the regular thing here. It would be like if you and I were doing this, and if we weren't wearing costumes, it would be like, get your fucking ass over here, and you go hug those fucking black kids right now.
No.
Hug the black kids.
I don't know how to put my inner white woman away.
Hug the Negro children.
No.
Hug them.
No. Okay.
Hug those blacks.
Okay.
Hug the blacks.
Fuck.
Sorry, I get excited.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Just that I don't know how many times to tell you to hug the black kids.
Well, I'm not used to these things.
And no, Mexicans don't count as half. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Will you give me something?
So look, Jesse runs over and she's like, oh my God, $25 million. I'll lose my fucking job. Come here, black child.
Come in my tits.
I will squeeze your head against my fucking tits all day.
She only hugged one of them.
I think if you hug one little black girl, you do avoid the lawsuit.
It actually counts for 4 white kids.
I think it does. I think it's weighted now because of the lawsuits. I could be wrong.
One cute little black girl is worth 4 ugly basic white girls.
I think so. I think that's how it goes. I mean, you guys honestly can check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
That's the last numbers I heard.
Yeah. Zen Rhino says Tom and Jerry is owned by Warner Brothers now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. They were created by Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, created by Hanna-Barbera.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But yeah, owned by Warner Brothers.
Tom and Jerry used to be my shit growing up.
Loaded Wrench makes a great point. Why are they separated into skin color? I mean, you saw the white kids were all over there. And the black kids were over here. Disney, you're fucked up.
I don't like it.
You guys are fucked up, Disney.
I thought we got rid of segregation.
Oh, man. Chops Talk with $10 says, Jesse, we need to cook. I mean, we need to hug kids. Yeah, different Jesse. Sorry.
Oh, do we need to watch that over again now after Better Call Saul?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, we have to finish The Sopranos.
Yeah, 175 away from our goal. Thank you, Chops. 175 away. Let's see if we can knock that out so we don't have to add it to tomorrow. Thank you guys for the support.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Chops. There you go. Oh, so 175 away from said goal. There's the PayPal link in the chat. You guys are doing it a lot with Super Chats today, which is also very cool. No matter how we hit that goal, doesn't matter. We're about a VIP away from knocking this thing out, though. So thank you guys very much. We got about 18 minutes before we go and do the, what do you call it? The
can rattling.
The can rattling, the panhandling.
Can rattling.
Yeah, to see if we can hit the overtime.
It's a good time.
For tonight. Chops Talk says, do you take pledges asking for a friend?
Yeah, good as money.
We take all kinds of support.
I pledge all the money.
Over here. All right, all right, so we avoided the lawsuits. Good job, Disney.
Yes.
Way to not jump in. This is great news for some people. Some people really like that this happened. Warner Brothers made a Batgirl movie.
Okay.
They were going to make a Batgirl movie. I remember when they announced it, and they talked about who was going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, oh, it's going to be a dog shit, woke, DC shit fest. It's going to be, Batgirl. It's going to be all girl power shoved down our throat. Well, they made a Batgirl movie.
Okay.
And apparently, it is such dog shit, they are not releasing it. It's filmed. It's finished. It's done.
What could make you not want to release it after all the filming's over?
But this is
even just to make a little bit of your money back.
Dude, this is actually kind of brilliant because now I got to see this fucking movie.
I agree, because now I'm wondering, why is it that bad?
I got to see how dog shit this Batgirl movie is. Maybe this is the marketing gimmick. Maybe they're going to be like, we're not releasing this in theaters. We can't. Absolutely not. And then we'll just all scream for it. And they'll go, all right, we'll release it on HBO Max. And then enough people will watch it where they go, Oh, we recouped our money. I mean,
Well-
people thought it was shitty, but at least we made money off of it.
I'm just kind of wondering, like, bad in what way?
I don't
You know what I mean? Because did it go like a Lightyear type bad? Where they're like, maybe this shit'll bomb if it hits theaters?
Dude, it's so bad they won't
I
even
don't know.
tell us.
I didn't even know the movie was being made, to be honest.
$90 million they spent on it.
Oh, God.
Now, this says at least $70 million, but I've heard as high as $90. I guess the only thing they can say is you don't want to put the advertising budget in it to promote it, so you're just going to cut your losses at the 90, write it off on your taxes. I mean, they'll basically take the profits from the Pattinson Batman movie, and they'll use it to pay for the Batgirl movie. Kind of like how the NBA pays for the WNBA.
Yeah, it's just feeding each other.
Same thing. Somebody is losing his job over this. A whole lot of somebody's probably. Irredeemable Batgirl movie gets shelved by Warner Brothers despite $70 million price tag.
Oh.
The reportedly $70 million, the source said the budget was actually more than $100, which was doing test screenings for audiences in anticipation of a late year release this year, would rank among the most expensive cinematic cast-offs ever. The test screenings were said to be so poorly received by moviegoers that the studio decided to cut its losses and run for the sake of the brand's future. It is a DC disaster.
So me being a humble little person over here, my guess is that they went like super woke with a bunch of shit in it.
Yeah.
And people didn't like it because they just want to go watch their superhero stuff.
But imagine being so woke that they won't even let it see the light of day. I mean, that's got to be pretty
But
bad.
it could be, though. I'm guessing, like, I'm sure that they went woke with a whole bunch of different topics, and they did something like, you know, the new Buzz Lightyear movie with the gay moment in it. Like I said, like, kids aren't going to watch gay shit. They want to just go watch their little toys have a make-believe world.
They just want to go watch
Just like adults want to just go watch their superheroes be in this make-believe world.
And you know what really sucks for me, or for a lot of people, is that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman, so that's kind of cool. And Brendan Fraser got a role as a villain.
And we haven't seen him for a while, right?
I know. The only good news is Brendan Fraser and those guys are still getting paid.
I kind of want to watch something with him now tonight.
Brendan Fraser? Yeah. I'm always, you know what? This might be controversial. I don't know. I'm always down to watch The Mummy.
I don't hate it.
I like that movie. It's one of those movies where
I
if you
don't
turn
hate
it
it.
on and I fall asleep, I don't feel bad.
I don't know.
Isa Gutierrez with $5. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Says, the post-credit scene from League of Super Pets made me excited for Black Adam. Along with the bad guys, Mark Maron's been having a good 2022. Mark Maron's acting career has been really good the last few years. Joker, Glow, the Black Adam stuff, all that. Mark Maron's low-key doing pretty well for himself. Alex Mailspin says, unpopular opinion, I want to see Joker 2 get axed as well. You know, I've heard if they're going the musical route for Joker 2,
I don't like that.
I don't know if that's true or not, but if they are, fuck.
I'm not into musicals as movies. If I want to see a musical, you know, I'll go to a theater somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll go to Broadway. I've done that.
You know, they're getting Lady Gaga for it to play Harley Quinn. I mean, you don't have to.
That's gonna be fine.
You don't have to make a musical just because it's Lady Gaga. She
No,
can act.
She can. I'm sure. I've never seen American Horror Story. I've heard great things about it, but I'm sure that she's in it occasionally.
Yeah. She's good in the Bradley Cooper movie.
Never seen it.
From what I've heard.
I'm one of the rare women in this country who's never seen that.
Isa Gutierrez with another $2 says Brendan Fraser is in Doom Patrol, so there's that. Yeah, it's nice to be able to see him get a comeback because he accused some producers of being very touchy and violating of him on his way up. So it's nice that one of the good guys is getting to get his career back.
Would you compare him to anyone?
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
He's kind of a unique guy, isn't he?
I feel like I see him as the same as Nicolas Cage, kind of.
Oh, no. Nicolas Cage is cooler in a different way.
No, I feel like Nicolas Cage is very weird.
I don't know. I don't think Brendan Fraser's
very different.
I don't think he's that weird. I think he's just a rare good guy.
Okay.
I think he's just a decent human being, and he doesn't belong in Hollywood. That's the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah. 165 away from our goal. Guys, this is attainable. We've got 15 minutes left, and we've got 10 minutes until our little hype train can rattling gimmick we do to try and knock out that goal. So thank you guys very much for this little late rally. Let's see if we can keep it going. The PayPal link is in the chat. The PayPal link is also pinned to the top of the page. If you want to chip in there, awesome. If you want to become a member, that's cool too. 165 away from that goal. Let's see if we can knock it out. Who was the other one? There was Michael Keaton, Brendan Fraser. There was one other person who was in that movie, and it's not going to see the light of day.
I'm not sure.
But again, I'll say, man, I want to watch that movie now.
I do too. I want to see why it was so bad and so poorly received.
Yeah.
I guess there's no way we could see it if they're not going to release it.
Also, you know what it could be? That Batman movie did so well and actually re-energized their DC franchise.
What if this was an embarrassment
That
compared to
this
that?
was so fucking bad. They're like, dude, we can't. Yeah. We have to. We gotta keep
you
this
and I
momentum
liked that
going.
movie, right? We went to theaters for that one. You liked it, right?
I thought it was solid. I thought all the people I thought would do a good job did a good job.
They did. I thought
Colin Farrell was really good.
I thought they went almost a little too heavy on the grunge for me with Robert Pattinson, but that's as far as I'd criticize.
But it sounds like they're going to change that now. The way the movie ended, it sounds like he's going to change a little bit.
Which is nice.
Thank you for J.K. Simmons. Thank you, Alex, with the $2 super chat. Yeah, J.K. Simmons was the one that was in there. That it's too bad. I like him. Too bad they're not going to show that movie. Jack Mahogoff with $5 says, Aaron, who would you rather see in their undies, Jake Hudson or Buzzard Bob? Oddly, Buzzard Bob. Don't ask me why. Oddly, Buzzard Bob, but you didn't leave me with much of a choice there. All right, guys, 160 away from that goal, thanks to those two very generous chip-ins and that very troubling question. 160 away from tonight's goal. PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, all of it counts. Let's see how close we can get. I just want to make sure, because our PayPal's fucky in the evening shows.
Goofy.
I don't know why. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody so I can thank whoever needs thanking. Nope, we're good. A lot of Super Chats tonight. All right, let's do a couple more stories. Then it's either hitting that. Oh, there's Curly Adam with $10.
Thanks,
he says,
Curly.
if you play that cunty DSP pig snort for this, I'll never do it again. Or I'll never donate again. Don't screw this up. All right.
Beta bear.
There you go. And Posterior Attention says, can't get on PayPal, so this will have to do. Well, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you.
What a bitch.
$20 coming off the goal for that. 140 away from our goal tonight. So we're getting very, very close. Thank you guys very, very much for the generosity. That's too bad, Posterior Attention, that you can't get on PayPal.
Speaking of Jesse Lee Peterson with your joke, or your drops there, I started listening to a morning show of his yesterday, and I can't unhear things. Basically, what I'm boiling him down to now is he's an extremely religious man that hates women. They're below everything, and they're also the cause for all the world's problems. Right
Is that his?
I have to
take?
show you the stuff I listen to. It's incredible.
April decided that we've been playing so many drops of his that she had to listen to Jesse Lee Peterson, and basically what she had to listen to was how she's fucking up everything.
Dude,
it's terrible.
He straight up, not even paraphrasing, he said that point blank, the reason the world has so many problems, kids are getting touched, people, the economy's falling apart, it's because more women are becoming in charge of Congress, and they're becoming priests and pastors and stuff like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He said, he's just like God is above all men, men are above women, and we're changing that, and more women are becoming in control, and that is the downfall of this earth, and if we live long enough, we will regret it.
So when did he say the offensive things?
No, I know you'd love it, but I couldn't believe he was saying it out loud on a big show.
Sounds good to me.
It was crazy.
Jay Santos, thank you for allowing me to address this. He says, you mean 130. No, we only take 70% of the Super Chats, so we knock off the 70% and add that to the goal, if that helps. I don't want you to think we're trying to fuck people over. We basically take what we take, and we knock that off the goal. Same thing with the VIP thing now as well. $140 away from our goal tonight. 7 minutes away from our little can rattling segment we do. And remember, if we get within $50, we do the 30 minutes of overtime on credit. So if you guys don't want the show to end in 12 minutes, if you feel like dropping in a couple bucks to your favorite show, please do.
Please.
We have a couple stories. Oh, the Taylor Swift one is kind of fun.
Oh, I haven't heard her in a long time.
Taylor Swift was getting all kinds of shit. I guess somebody found something on the internet where they found all these celebrities' different private jets and how much they use them and everything.
Yes.
And they found Kylie Jenner's, and they found out she was taking 15-minute private jet rides.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, she was taking like 15-minute private jet rides. Like, that's terrible for the environment. You want to be a friend to climate change. You're being a piece of shit. Taylor Swift got caught using her jet a shitload. I mean, a lot. And I hate
like
saying...
just to go down the street or something.
Yeah, I hate saying got caught because it's fine. If you want to use your private jet...
She's paying for it.
Yeah, use your private jet. Who gives a shit?
And the thing is like, she's not going to be around for the day that even affects the climate, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, during the downfall, she won't be around for it.
She ain't got any
She doesn't care.
She ain't got any kids.
Right.
Michael Dowd says, sounds like DSP panhandling. I know you're kidding because there's a massive difference. But anyway, Michael, enjoy the show. So Taylor Swift decided instead of like, I wish these celebrities when this shit comes out would go, hey, would you quit counting my money for me and go fuck yourself? I'll ride in my plane if I want to.
Right.
I bought the fucking thing. I'm going to use it. Do you know how much money I'm paying for this goddamn private jet? I'm using the private jet.
That's kind of how I would feel.
Instead, she kind of tried to like explain it away. And she goes, oh, well, you know, I rent it out to a lot of people. My jet gets rented out to a lot of organizations, and my carbon footprint isn't that big. And I do love like, no matter how old she gets, Taylor Swift still just wants everyone to like her.
I want to be the loved lady of the world.
She just wants to be everyone's favorite little
That's
cheerleader.
It. Yeah.
Singer Taylor Swift offered an excuse after she was identified as one of the worst carbon emission offenders because of the numerous trips made on her private jet. Swift was outed in a survey by Yard, a sustainability marketing agency, basically a tattletale group.
Yeah, like, what are you doing with your life?
How much are you using your private jets? None of your fucking business.
They're just scoping out Instagram, too. Like, Kylie Jenner takes pictures on the tarmac with her jet over here, Travis Scott's over here, and her babies with him will be making out in the middle, and the caption will be, mine or yours. Like... I mean, it just sounds like you surf that kind of shit and you're pointing it out because you're jealous.
And then when people, they rat you out and they go, oh, use your private jet a lot. And you're like, nuh-uh. And it's like, dude, look at your Instagram, fuckface. Like,
yeah, there's that too, yeah.
So don't deny it.
Okay, but if
don't buy a private jet, use the private jet for puddle jumping, and then act like you're ashamed of yourself when you get caught. You got caught. You're not upset that you use the plane that much. You just want people to mind their own business and leave you alone.
Okay, but on the flip side of that, if you're Yard, this people that's the tattletale place, Yard, pretend you wouldn't do the same thing.
Right.
If you had a private jet at your disposal, pretend you wouldn't be going everywhere that you could afford.
Exactly. Like if you had the money they did and you had the plane, you would use it.
Absolutely.
Point
I know
blank.
I would.
So Taylor Swift is trying to weasel her way out of it. Her publicists are going, Taylor's jet is loaned out regularly to other individuals. You know what she should have done is thrown Kylie Jenner under the bus.
Yeah,
It's like we loan it out to Kylie Jenner a lot. She takes like 30 minutes. She just flies in a circle and then comes back.
Yeah, it's actually just a joyride.
Yeah.
They're not even going anywhere.
Right. She thinks she can go to space in our jet and keeps trying. To attribute most or all of these trips to Taylor is blatantly incorrect, they said. Some on Twitter found her excuse less than satisfying. Well, then how about suck my dick? I hate that. Like, you feel entitled to be like, I'm not satisfied with that explanation. Well, good, because I don't owe you one, you cunt.
Or how about read that again? Everyone on Twitter is always unsatisfied.
Right.
Always. Doesn't matter what the topic is.
If your life's work is trying to satisfy Twitter, just hang yourself in your office.
Dude, you've got to be done.
Yeah, it's
over for you.
A stark reminder that amassing that kind of wealth is always unethical and exploitative, no matter who does it, read one popular tweet. Listen, I also like Taylor Swift's music. Well, good. That's where your relationship with each other stops.
That's where it starts and stops.
Yeah, that's the end of it. But no one should have a private jet. Oh. So it's just communism.
Okay.
We're just doing this for communism.
Well, then by that means nobody should have a personal car either.
You can have a propeller plane or you can get on a commercial jet. That's a weird rule to set.
Because that makes a big difference?
That is a weird line to draw. Like, the minute you have a jet, you're bad. But if you have a Cessna, you're okay. You can get a propeller plane or go on a commercial jet because, frankly, no one should have private jet money. Said another person.
Has anyone lashed out at people like Elon Musk and Bezos that do the space travels now? Because that can't be good for climate.
Yeah, it's terrible for the climate.
Do we need it? Do we need to go to space for 2 seconds? No.
Crypto sucks. my thoughts exactly. He says, there we go. That's what it's about. They've got a private jet and I don't.
That's
so
what I
fuck
said.
everyone who isn't as unhappy as I am.
It's jealousy, man.
All right, guys, it looks like we got to get the can rattling out. We got to see if we can knock out that goal today. Otherwise, we're looking at a $570 goal for Thursday and Friday. Let's see if we can knock this thing out. $140 away. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Let's fire up the MIDI, do an old school hype train. We got 5 minutes left in tonight's show. Unless we hit that goal, then we do an extra 30 minutes of overtime. Let's see if we can get there. The PayPal is open on my phone here. Super chats and memberships count. And as I said, 140 away from tonight's goal. If you've ever thought about chipping in because you like the show, now's the time.
Absolutely.
When we hit these goals, it basically means we break even as a business. So let's see if we can knock it out, or if April and I are going to have a bit of an uphill battle the next couple of days here.
We're going to try, though.
We're going to give it our best. We promise you. There we are. 3 minutes to go in this hype train and 140 away from the goal. If you're just joining us, there is the PayPal link in the chat. We do ask if you love the show, if you feel like throwing in $10 a month. That would be cool. That would be nice.
Become members. You can hang out with us on Sunday nights.
Yeah, become members. We do a special members-only show on Sundays at 7 o'clock.
Special members-only drawing on prize nights for $100.
Prize nights, you're automatically entered in a $100 drawing if you're a member. And, of course, $250 in 1 week gets you all 3 of our T-shirts, the hoodie, the 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. You also get 2 tickets to every live show we do and entered in a $100 VIP drawing. Chops Talk with $5 says we meet this goal, and I'll pledge $200 this month to bring it. Toe Boys. Wow. Okay,
Thanks,
Chops. Thank you very much. There's 135, 130. After What's His Nuts chips in $10. Thank you very much, guys. 130 away from this goal. And if we hit 50, we will do the overtime on credit. 2 minutes away from the end of this hype train. Actually, 3 minutes away.
This one's attainable, guys.
130 away from the goal. PayPal in the chat. Super chats, memberships, they all count. We're rattling the cans here on this show to keep everybody around, keep everybody employed during these tough times. Scott with $10 on PayPal. Thank you, Scott. 120 away from the goal. Curly Adam with $5. That's going to knock it down to 115. So there's a little pukin' rally for you.
Ugh.
Let's see if we can finish it up here. Thank you very much to Scott. Thank you to Curly Adam. Again, 115 away from this goal. And about 2 minutes left in this train.
We can do it.
$5 from Fauci's Pangolin, and they just keep coming in. 110.
Thank you.
Away from said goal. And there we go. The cans are rattling, and they are filling up. $60 away from doing overtime on credit. 110 away from hitting the goal and making sure that Thursday and Friday are not a total shit show.
I know, we're going to be sweating.
$100 coming in from Hulkamasha Baby.
My God.
And he just writes,
thank you.
Damn pores. Thank you,
Wow.
Hulkamash. $10 away from our goal, and that, of course, means that overtime is being done on credit. And there's $10 from Trident. Thank you, buddy.
Jesus, guys, thank you.
The goal has been met, and we are good. And thank you, Godfoot in your butt, for the $5. Anything you guys chip in after that goes towards tomorrow's goal. We do not take any extra money after the goal has been met. We use it to knock out the next night. So thank you guys very much for that late rally, and thank you to Hulkamasha Baby, who I think if he in the chat right now recommends or suggests any kind of material, any type of content, he should be allowed to recommend content for that $100 drop.
He donates so much.
Absolutely knocked out that goal. Mr. Nobody says, where did my super chat go? I thought we got your super chat.
A $9.99 one, right?
Yeah, Mr. Nobody, we got that one. Oh, that's an odd way of saying you're attracted to Jordan Lee Peterson. Oh.
Me?
I think we did miss that one.
But yeah,
I think
we
he
didn't
meant
read
Jesse
that.
Lee Peterson. So thank you very much. That's $4.90 for tomorrow. Trucker 18-wheeler and ran out of thoughts each with $5.
Thank you, guys.
And that means that the goal for tomorrow is $4.80. There's Sly Rye with $5.
We're helping.
And now it's $4.75 for tomorrow. So you guys are knocking it down. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Sly Rye
Jake.
says, just want to reiterate how much I've loved the content. Keep up the good work. Hey, man, we appreciate that. We get it, man. Big show. Got to hit you up for money like that during the hype trains. That's why we try to make it fun. We understand where our shortcomings are as a show, and we try to embrace them and be honest about them. So thank you guys very much for being patient for everything we have to do. And you guys were really cool about us letting you know about that shift in the way we count.
Cool.
The way we count the VIP packages towards the goal now. Some people were even writing in and going, dude, you should have been doing that from the beginning.
I know, and we know that too, but we sweat a lot when we talk about making changes like that.
We
So
appreciate
thank
you guys very much, and we always want to make sure that we're treating you all right. That's number one. All right, so what did Hulkamash want anything specific? I feel like this is where...
Why would I choose? You're the host.
Okay, all right. Max says it wouldn't be so hard if Corey wasn't tanking the ratings. Oh, for God's sake. You know, Corey has his haters, that's for sure. But Ryan, in his video of us, singled out Corey and said, who is funny? And Oz, who is old.
He called me lovely.
And he called you lovely. He called Johnny nothing.
I don't think he said, well,
he didn't say
he talked
anything.
a lot about you.
He didn't say anything about Johnny. Chop says, love you guys. I'll be a man of my word. Trust me. Don't give us $200 fucking dollars, Chops. If you do, that's a VIP, and you can either get another VIP for yourself or you can give it to somebody else. Do not hand us $200 fucking dollars. That is ridiculous.
You know what I think's funny? So somebody at one point had gifted Michaela a VIP, who then gifted her like VIP package to Lemmy, I believe. And then somebody gifted Lemmy a VIP, and she had given her shit to Granny because Michaela had already given her her package. And now somebody gifted Granny a VIP. It's really weird and hard to keep up with, guys.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
I know. Imagine trying to keep track of that.
Okay, we did promise one thing. We're not going to clip any of this DSP stuff we've done tonight because it's just a really short one. But people were telling us that we have to watch DSP asking his audience to buy him a Costco membership.
That's needy. Come on.
I'm going to laugh my ass off at it, though.
Yeah.
Balls Deep says, Chops has a huge hog. You're not so bad yourself. Max says, Johnny isn't anything but a funny bag of bones.
See, if I was Johnny, I'd take that as a compliment.
Jesus. Hulkamash says, I'm not arrogant enough to think I could pick a topic people like. Well, I have a movie trailer that I planned to watch for VIP. And also I have a story about how New York's crime is getting better.
What?
For the overtime. Not VIP, for the overtime. April can gift me a VIP. Grinch Girl says, I'll take the extra VIP. Oh, yeah, there's lots of people.
Balls Deep says, you gave that VIP an appreciation, April? Which one? I don't know.
You gave somebody a VIP.
I gave Sandy a VIP, or you guys kind of I nominated Sandy because Yags became a double VIP.
Okay, that's what it was.
So that was a whole different thing.
Chop says, I'll just give it to someone else. You guys got me through hard times. I have to pay my therapist. Oh, we're your therapist. Oh, well, man, I mean, like I said, if you do that, what you promised, which I thought was a joke, I didn't think you were actually going to do that. If you do that, make sure it's a VIP for you or someone else. Don't just give that to the show. That's a ridiculous amount of money. And as this audience shows, they'll give it in small doses.
Oh, that's right.
They'll get there with the help of Hulkamash, of course.
I gave Michaela a VIP because of her help. Remember back in the day? That's what they're saying. Michaela was given VIP out of appreciation.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
and then she tried to give back her mod badge.
It's okay. She also, I put a very innocent post on Facebook and stuff today about my parents' puppies. She reacted to it with an angry face, and I don't know what that's about either.
The fuck,
I
Michaela,
don't know
you're
what's
mad at,
going on.
Michaela, you're mad at puppies? That's like a clear sign of a problem. That's the
weirdest thing in the world. It's a puppy post. The most innocent thing ever.
What's his nuts says, I mean, I'd take a VIP if given the... Yeah, there's a lot of people in the chat now going, well, I'll fucking take a VIP. Why not?
Right.
Max says, someone gift me a yardstick so I can measure April's 5 head.
Who said that?
That's Max.
So Max is back to hating me.
Just
kidding. I know he loves me.
Samuel says, Chops, you're a cool guy. I, too, believe in paying it forward and wish I could give like you do. Samuel, you give plenty, sir. You're
and I think,
dude.
is he not a new guy here?
And fuck that. If you guys don't give any money, but you're telling people Steel Toe's awesome, you're cool, too, just like people who give money.
Keep spreading that word. We love it.
It's working out very well for us. I checked earlier tonight. And fuck you, Max. Don't do anything with this information. But I believe we eclipsed 4060 earlier tonight, which is very, very cool.
How long do you think it'll take us to get to 5?
What is it? It's to get to 5. Let's see. We're doing 730 every 28 days, so that's 750 a month, 1,500 2 months. I would say by the end of September,
okay,
we'll be at 5,000.
That's
who knows?
fun.
Could grow faster than that. I love to see people gifted VIPs. Very generous. We've historically had a very generous audience. I mean, this is an audience of regularly, I'd say every day, a few thousand people, and they hit these goals regularly. I mean, granted, it's like 40,000 people throughout the month, but like a given show, it's a few thousand people. So, thank you very much. I wanted to give you guys an update on crime in New York and how much better they're doing. You know, when we think of crime in New York, we go, what's his nut says, nah, I give it to the end of the month. Oh, to hit 5,000, really?
Oh, I thought
I thought he meant like our show.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Dave says that's linear growth, not exponential. Did I use the word exponential? And did I say it wrong?
You know what?
Now Dave's got me fucked up.
It's kind of late, and I didn't catch it. I will say that much. Oh, Max does not love me.
He doesn't?
No, I think he's back to hating me again.
Oh, he says, I love
my
April,
big forehead.
Well, he hates Corey, too, so he hates the both of you.
I know.
There you go. So anyway, crime in New York, we think people getting shot, people getting beat up on the subway.
Stabbed.
All that other shit. Oh, stabbed, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to tell you guys, I don't mean to be, an optimist or anything. I think it's getting better in New York. An 11-year-old girl was shot, and her family was shot.
Why do you got to give us a bummer in overtime?
With BB gun rounds. It's getting better.
Okay.
I mean,
you're not going to die.
Right.
You got these pesky little BBs stuck in your skin now?
You go and you ask the people of New York City if they said, look, if you could trade it all right now and you get a bunch of crime, but it's all done with BB guns, what do you say? They'd be like, fuck yeah, sign me up.
Actually, how fun would that be if what if we just replaced all guns like ever in a city with either BB guns or paintball guns?
See?
How fucking fun would that be?
Crime would be so much more fun.
Oh.
But like the convenience store owners still get real guns. Yeah.
But why, though, if they know that there's no other gun out there?
Because you come and you fuck around with a paintball gun, they still blow your head off. I kind of like that. For the goof, you know.
Paintball guns hurt.
Come on, I'll fill you full of paint if you don't give me that. Just turn them into a Pez dispenser. That'd be kind of funny.
Lead paint versus lead.
Either that or the Korean grocery stores get throwing stars. I'm just saying they know how to handle them.
I like a good samurai sword.
Ooh, or they all get chainsaws.
It's a bit grisly,
and
but
you can
whatever.
chainsaw the shit out of anyone who breaks into your gas station.
They have to stand still for it.
I like it.
Right.
I like it.
Anyways.
An 11-year-old girl and her family were shot with BB guns. See, that sounds like more of a goof than a crime. Sounds like a prank.
Man, that still hurts pretty bad.
I expect Tom Bergeron to come out and go, oh, there's cameras over there. There's cameras over there. You're on Candid. Oh, he wasn't Candid Camera. He was America's Funniest Home Videos.
What is wrong with you?
Suck my ass. I can't get that right. Who did Candid Camera?
I don't know.
Phil Digilone or whatever his name was?
Digilone.
Who was the fat fuck who did the hidden camera show? What would you do? George Quinones.
Cajones.
Do you remember George Quinones? He did the What Would You Do, where they would put people in really fucked up like situations, and they would be like testing people to see what they do. And then George Quinones would come in there.
Oh, I know that show.
Yeah, George Quinones would go, oh, so it looks like you wouldn't stop this girl from getting finger fucked in the asshole against her will? And they were like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to. Like, oh.
I kind of like shows like that kind of expose human beings for like what they are.
Yeah, John Quinones. I always hated his name, and I could never tell if he was Mexican, Italian, or Asian. It was really fucked up. Alan Funt. I don't know who Alan Funt was Candid Camera. Balls Deep says
Fund.
Art Garfunkel. No, it was not Art Garfunkel.
Some really fucky names.
George Lopez? I believe it was
not a fat guy.
I believe it was Jennifer Lopez.
Latinx.
An 11-year-old girl and her family were shot with BB guns in the Bronx early Wednesday, just hours after a 9-year-old girl was grazed by a stray round in Brooklyn. Fuck.
Seems like it's getting better. Thank you.
You judge it on a curve.
A graze versus a kill.
Right. Oh, by the way,
I see your point.
We also have the 5th child testing positive for monkeypox. Speaking of children, can I make a guess?
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I would like to make a guess as to, do we have anything about the background of this child? At least 5 children have tested positive for monkeypox. 4 of the children who have been confirmed to have the disease are U.S. citizens, with 2 in California, 2 in Indiana. The final case was an infant who tested positive while traveling through Washington, D.C., but is not a U.S. resident.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
An infant?
I would really, this is a disease that is 97% guys fucking guys.
Yep.
So I think if a child tests positive for monkeypox, it's irresponsible not to start investigating.
I would agree. I just had this conversation with my parents yesterday, and because we brought up monkeypox, probably made a joke or two.
Oh, really? About what?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
And my mom pipes up. She's like, "Did you hear there's 4 kids that have gotten it now?" And I'm like, yeah. Do you know anything about those and why? And poor mom, innocent from small town, she's like, I would guess staying in a hotel with unwashed sheets from the night before. And I'm like, Mom.
Well, that's not wrong if those sheets are filled with massive amounts of cum from the blow bang the night before.
Yeah.
So she's not totally wrong.
She's not totally wrong, but what a sad, innocent little small town take.
Oh, you're just sleeping in a bed with dirty sheets. And I mean, technically right, or a shipyard on top of a pile of lumber during a pride event.
That's the thing. They're all taken to pride events. Are they not? Didn't we read an article?
No, I know one kid got taken to a pride event.
And you don't know what happens
I
there.
want that shit investigated.
You don't know what happens.
Immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know.
DC, foreign infant passing through, says Ballsy. Yeah, I shudder to think. I don't even want to know.
Right, foreign infant.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
God damn. And all the shit they would do from COVID, all the shit they would throw at us and make us do, even though we weren't at risk, and they won't even whisper what this is about. They won't even. This is the easiest illness we've ever had to knock out. And we won't do it because we're afraid we'll be looked at as homophobic or offensive.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You can call it homophobic, but ultimately you are trying to stop gay men from getting sick.
Right. That's not how science and health is supposed to work. It's supposed to be based on facts and, what's keeping people safe and what's not.
Zen Rhino, by the way. Jesus Christ, brother. Woo. Talk about some high heat. Jesus, pal. Yeah, April covered her mouth for that one.
Spicy.
And it does sound like he feels bad about it.
I think.
But, I mean, you can say that it's it's anti-LGBTQ to whatever, but it's no, is it though? Well, because ultimately you are trying to stop gay guys from getting a disease.
What happened
That's actually kind of gay friendly.
What happened when HIV and AIDS came out? Did we not?
We were the other way with that one.
That's what I'm saying.
That was massive amounts of straight up discrimination and
So it was discrimination.
Yeah,
okay.
we went hard in the paint on AIDS. That's for sure. But by the time we kind of figured out what it was, though, it had already spread to drug users and some straight people and blood transfusions and shit like that. But this one, we figured out what it is. We figured out how it spread. COVID, we shut down the entire economy and we didn't even know anything about it. Remember all the things that changed in the first couple of months?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know anything about it. But with monkeypox, we knew right away. Oh, by the way, it's just guys in bathhouses sucking and fucking each other. And it's like, all right, how about we tell gay guys no more sucking and fucking each other for a couple weeks and we can knock this thing out?
And
nope, don't want to say that. Might be looked at as homophobic. Trying to keep bloody pustules off a gay guy's dick is somehow homophobic. If someone's trying to keep bloody pustules off my dick, they can be whatever I am phobic.
I don't think anyone has said yet that we care that they're gay. We've just happened to notice that they are gay.
Well, and a lot of people say about political correctness, they go, it makes noticing a crime.
Isn't that sick, though?
Like it's a
Isn't
crime.
that itself sick?
They say political correctness is a crime against noticing. So.
Forgive me, but doesn't every kind of group out there seem to want to be noticed for their sexuality right now?
Fauci's Pangolin says Oingo Boingo started this in the 1980s. That's just funny. Zen Rhino says AIDS. You mean what they used to? Yeah, they used to call it the gay cancer.
Okay.
When it first came out. They
Well, didn't they point out, too, though, when monkeypox first came out recently here, that it all started at a gay rave in Europe? Did they not say that right out the gate?
Yeah, some people were taking
But now suddenly it's not PC enough for science to say, like, hey, guys, just behave for a little bit?
Not for our CDC. Like, the World Health Organization has come out and they've publicly said, hey, you guys think you could cool it a little bit on the butt fucking for a while? Like, maybe not put pink flamingos out in the yard and have all your friends from your dodgeball team over. Like, could we keep this on the QT for a little bit?
Nobody's telling you not to be gay. That's
right.
the thing.
Nobody's telling you not to be gay. We're just saying pick your favorite guy to fuck and just fuck him for a while.
Make sure that neither of you are sick, and then, yes, just fuck that guy.
By the way, I've been calling it monkeypox. I apologize so much for calling it that. That's very politically incorrect. What I meant to say was...
Schlong COVID?
There.
Oh, that's the one.
Schlong COVID.
Schlong COVID.
Sage Retard, PhD, KF.
He's the doctor reporting on monkeypox.
Yeah, he's
actually.
a PhD. Our favorite
Schlong COVID
doctor is
Sage Retard, PhD, KF.
Can you imagine making an appointment with that?
If you don't think Sage is getting that drop every time we talk about doctors or medicine from now on,
right?
You got me fucked up.
It's our resident doctor here.
Hey guys, we got an update on monkeypox, but I don't trust the doctor who's in this article. I'd rather go with our personal doctor.
Sage Retard, PhD, KF.
He says it so
I know.
Neatly.
Only British people should be allowed to say that word.
Right.
Thank you very much, Fauci's Pangolin, for the $5. We got tomorrow's goal down to 470 at least.
Thank you so much, guys. That is a weight off our shoulders.
That's pert nice. DSP is now begging viewers for a Costco membership. Those WWE Champions polls are pricey. This is from our buddy Duty Streams. Love me some Duty.
What's
Streams.
up, everybody? It's your boy. He's now begging his viewers for a Costco membership gift card. So let's get into it.
No. Oh, no.
I do have to say something, okay, guys? Here's the deal. Things right now for me are really, really financially tight, all right? Now, I don't want to hear a single fucking word from scumbag idiots who make shit up about me on a regular basis saying Phil blows all his money on this or that and mobile games and this. It's bullshit, okay? It's fucking bullshit.
You know what I love about this?
What?
He's saying this before we can. Like, he's heading this off at the pass.
That's kind of what I was thinking, too. Like, I don't think anyone asked you.
Yeah.
But, keep going.
Things are really tough for me. Look, man, if I'm at the point where I'm doing this show by myself and things are really tough for me, that means I got to go drive some Uber when the show's not on.
And to think that we wouldn't do that, we've
that's
got
what you do,
things
Phil.
to take care of. You just figure it out.
Whatever he comes up short, do you know it wouldn't be that many Uber or like Uber Eats or DoorDash routes to make that up.
It adds up pretty quick.
You can make that up pretty quick.
It was, it always has been, it always will be bullshit. This month, things are tight for me. That means with these special events, I don't have unlimited budget to be blowing money on food and stuff. So what I mean, like, actually when I bought that Indian food for the closet clean out this last Saturday, I was like, oh,
So he literally just goes, I don't have a lot of money to blow on food and stuff. So when I bought that really expensive Indian food for my closet clean out stream, it's like, Phil, you can't do the thing that you say that you can't do and then just go, oopsie daisy, my bad. Like, it makes you less believable.
shit, I probably shouldn't have spent that much. That was a lot of money that I just dropped on that. And, I'm trying my best.
The cravings,
to
man.
make ends meet and afford everything. I'm actually really nervous because in about a week's time, I got those 2 big bills every month, my internet bill and my condo dues.
This motherfucker, you know, as a guy, as a couple with 3 children and cars to take those children places.
In a house.
This motherfucker has a condo and no kids. Like, do you know how little people need in his situation?
Think about this.
How is he always hurting? That really does surprise me.
Right. If you and I didn't have kids, if you and I didn't have employees.
Probably could have 1 car.
Think of how much money we'd be rolling in right now.
Oh, my God.
But
I bet you
we
everyone,
do have people to take care of.
Everyone listening right now who has kids has done this like we're doing right now.
And it doesn't make you a bad parent. You're just sitting there thinking like, you know, how much would I have? How much am I going to have when these kids get out of the house?
Well, we've talked about this before.
We do it all the time.
We've talked about this before. How many times have we talked about as soon as we left the house, all the shit our parents bought?
Oh, my God. My parents have done so many remodels to their house, built an entire huge deck, a new shed, everything, all the fun shit.
Because you were not there to suck up all their money. You were a fucking burden on your
And a time
parents.
suck, too. And a time suck. You don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
Okay? It happens.
And I don't even know if I'm going to have enough between now and then. Like, I've you know, tomorrow's my day off. I got to spend money then on things that we're doing. You know, things for around the house, grocery shopping, etc.
How about some leftovers?
What bothers
you? Then I basically have a week to raise enough funds, not only for those bills, but then my next day off in about a week's time. And then after that, we got events coming up, right? Then we've got the closet clean out event. Then we've got this marathon coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I basically have to see what I can afford. All right. And so what I'm basically trying to tell you this is, you know.
By the way, Duty Streams, wonderful choice of music.
I know, this is very
wonderful
exciting.
choice of music, Duty.
Coming up with these events, I might not be able to go crazy with the food and stuff. All right, I want you to understand that. Especially because now I'm doing multiple events. It's not like, oh,
Shut the fuck up, dude. I read an article today that people are going into credit card debt to pay for gas and groceries. So save me your crocodile tears for, oh, I might have to go to the grocery store instead of a restaurant.
I'm so lost with this, too. Like, he complains about his condo bills, his internet, and groceries. That's things like that people budget for.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm doing
understand.
closet clean out. Then I'm doing This Is How You Don't Play React. Then the Ninja Turtles collection comes out later in the month, and for that first weekend...
I love how he's trying to tell us how fucking busy he is by naming the children's games that he has to play.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles collection.
I gotta play Chutes and Ladders with my dog.
And then pick up sticks.
I'm gonna have to play Payday, and then the Game of Life. And
Guess
then
who?
After that, I gotta play Bases Loaded for NES, and then Double Dribble.
Don't forget Hungry Hungry Hippos.
I've got to play Hungry Hungry Hippos, and maybe even Mousetrap. So... I'm busy, you guys. I've got shit to do. I'm an adult.
And then I've got to go to Chuck E. Cheese because I can't afford Applebee's.
And then I've got that big Husker Du tournament.
Oh, my God.
And then after that, it's backgammon with a Chinese lady. And they're
Help.
good.
Stop it. Then he's going to play a solid game of Chinese checkers, a.k.a. marbles.
God bless you, DSP.
I was planning on doing like a pizza party celebration. That's all, you know, money spent every week. See what I'm saying? So, if you guys can support in any way, please do. And thank you for that. But please understand that it's not like I'm really right now, it's so tight.
This is the only businessman, air quotes, that doesn't understand the concept of risk and reward. You have to spend money, which is the risk, and you hope to get a reward, which is, you know, if you spend X amount on...
I mean, you could just be the problem. The
budget.
The tragedy of DSP is he's just not a talented guy. He's not funny. He doesn't compel you to listen and donate.
He's starting to make me stressed out listening to him sometimes.
Like I said, like to me, the quality of our show dictates whether or not we hit the goal. Like we missed by a lot this morning. We ran the same hype train. We did the same gimmick that we did tonight.
Yep.
Tonight we got it. People were like, hey, I'd like to hear 30 minutes more of this shit.
Yes.
This morning they were like, no, 4 hours is good. You guys can fuck off now. You can go. And that's fine. Your quality dictates content.
That's how businesses run, pimp.
Everything is so tight.
I want to hear the Costco thing.
I gotta
Where is the
basically
Costco?
kind of be cutting back. So if I take a look at these events and I'm like, shit, I just can't go crazy. I can't order as much as I usually would. We gotta cut back, and we gotta cut back. All right, it's
fine.
Why do we have to order so much? It's
hold on, let's.
And going all out on these events is fun, but I can only do what I can afford, right? So
that's fine.
You know,
That's
that's
so
life
everyone?
right now.
Yeah.
Things will likely get better. You know, they will. Things are gonna pick up. There's gonna be new games, new releases, more hype around
You've
here
been
about
saying the
stuff. Right now, it's
same
kind of a
thing
dead
for the
summer. We all
last
know that.
13 years.
All right.
But it's a very simple concept, Pimp.
And I would need to buy toilet paper. Okay? You could buy a pack of toilet paper.
What is
but
going
it's gonna
on?
cost you anywhere from like probably $15 to $20 for a good sized pack of toilet paper. Okay?
I'm so confused.
Are we talking? Is he talking about wiping his asshole now on his stream?
itemizing.
He's itemizing for his listeners. Hey guys, can you pay for me to wipe my asshole?
I need the deep rippled ones.
I'm sorry.
What is that, Cottonelle?
I need some Cottonelle. I need the good. You know DSP needs the good stuff, though. Like, if you tell him he has to budget and use Angel Soft, he'll fucking kill
Well, he
you.
can't risk putting his finger through Mud Valley, so.
No. Not with all that Indian food he's been eating.
Can you imagine?
Oh, and I don't want to.
Ew.
That's probably like 16 rolls. All right? If you go to Costco
Oh, here's the Costco part.
and you buy toilet paper, you can probably spend $20 and no exaggeration, get 3 times as much toilet paper as at the grocery store.
He's so excited.
Okay? So initially, do you have to spend that money for the yearly membership? You do. But you save a ridiculous amount of money on these commodity style purchases if you
Okay.
get them at a place like that. The problem is I stopped going. Like, we were going regularly and saving money there all the time, and then the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, everything was closed, everything was limited, everything was
Costco didn't
risky.
close.
He's going back to the pandemic now? Jesus, DSP.
Costco didn't close.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
I thought the
because-
Costco closed for a little bit.
Nope, they did not. Nope, them and Sam's Club and Walmart and Target, they all have groceries.
Okay.
They all have electronics.
Oh, that's right.
Costco was slammed during the pandemic.
See?
That's where people were going to try to get their stuff for the house
Oh.
because everywhere else people had been hoarding and everything was sold out. So things were coming into Costco. There were lines around the fucking building. So
His
music is killing
I have a
me.
legitimate question. Does he forget that he's doing a show at some point and not just having a conversation
Yes.
with his aunt?
This is his content now.
we haven't actually been to Costco in like a year and a half. I think once we walked in there over a year ago. So I haven't renewed my membership or anything. So I was talking to Kat. I was like, what we really need to do is we need to go to Costco. And even though it's expensive, we need to renew our membership. And even though right now I know we can't afford to buy everything, we need to basically just once a week, whenever we need, we need toilet paper this week.
Duty. What's Duty got for us? Duty's flabbergasted
Dramatic
right
pause.
now.
This is just the rest of the show.
Duty, what's going on, bud? This is not us. This is Duty's
Judy's
video.
shaking his head right now.
The fuck, dude?
The grocery store. Go to Costco that week and buy it there. And even though it'll be $5 more than the grocery store, you're getting 3 times as much. And I'm gonna
Phil, we understand the concept of buying in bulk. You've been on this for about 3 minutes now. We got it. You Costco. Good.
I mean, it's been a thing we do for a really long time now, all of us.
All right, I got the idea. Thank you, guys. People said that I should check out the DSP
Costco
thing, so I wanted to check that out tonight before we got out of here today. Let's go and catch up with the chat here because they got really busy. I love when people are like, "Oh, another Phil thing," but then when we do it, our chat goes bananas.
I know.
Imagine not having to pay child support, says Hulk Mashabay. Don't you fucking talk to me like that.
No, that's a thing we've talked about.
I know. That's why I'm saying don't talk to me like that.
Well,
I don't like thinking about
I've
it.
sat here, it's like, if you ever came into like large amounts of money too, how nice would it be to just pay all that fucking shit off and quit paying it every month? Just pay it off.
Yeah.
Be done with it. I'd love that.
It's a perfect dork says, all I have is just rent and internet to pay for. Fuck a goat.
How nice would that be?
I
miss the simpler times
I
sometimes.
want to be that guy. I will never beg or play the victim card to get more money from people. I have learned to live without for the month till next paycheck. Fuck, man, you could work at a convenience store and
That's
knock that out.
insane.
What's his nut says, in fairness, do you know what the cost of living is where he lives? Donations may not reflect his needs. If he lives in New York or California devil's advocate. You know what? I'm going to give What's His Nuts a lot of credit. Nobody ever plays the devil's advocate for Phil.
No.
So I'm giving him a pass on that one.
Nobody's in Phil's corner.
That's a ballsy fucking move by What's His Nuts. That's brave, what he just did.
Yeah, some balls.
No Morio says, if you did not have employees, you would be so great. I love all the second mics. You would not be so great. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I would always have a co-host on the show.
I was a little
me?
confused for a second.
Not just going to do it by myself. Rusty Grammer says, if he isn't snorting blow out of a stripper's ass every other day, he has no excuse. I get paid quite well, but my expenses are now higher than my income. He can tie himself off and pray.
I think Rusty's my age, too.
Zen Rhino says he's the opposite of Steel Toe. He's a literal beggar who doesn't actually provide a service. For you guys, you entertain people, and people donate accordingly. Phil, get a job. Yeah. Lemmy is really got a chick boner for Andrew Tate lately. I don't know what
She's making me think I need to pay more attention to Andrew Tate.
Go. You know what? I would recommend everybody go watch some Andrew Tate, because whether you think he's a fucking idiot or you think, oh, man, this guy's really got it, you're going to be entertained. He's an interesting character. I'll say this about Andrew Tate. I really don't feel one way or the other about him. He's a guy who's got his life philosophy. Apparently it's working for him. Not my pig, not my farm.
I'm still a little mesmerized by Jesse Lee Peterson at the moment, so give me some time.
He's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, you finish up with Jesse Lee Peterson.
It's hard to get 30 minutes. You hear a lot of stuff, a lifetime of stuff.
Jay Santos says,
Beta male.
There you go. I've never been to Costco, says Taste Fairy. It's okay. I prefer a Sam's Club.
Sam's Club is better.
If I had to choose between the two of them. Oven Delgado says, what is a Husker Du tournament? Sir, that is the correct question. I pulled that right out of my anus.
It's probably not even a thing.
Yeah. So he's pitching his reason why he needs a Costco card for toilet paper. Says it's a perfect. Yeah, that's.
Well, he shits a lot from the Indian food.
Loaded Wrench says he'll need Bounty after Indian food.
He'll need flushable wipes to go with it.
Oh, man. Geez, He's Tail says Costco has great laptops with cameras he can finish himself off on at reasonable prices.
Oh, my God.
People really like the music that Duty Streams put into that. Go subscribe.
It was killing me.
Guys, go subscribe to Duty Streams. Rusty Grammer says, oh, no, where'd it go? This dickbag is making me appreciate Crowder. Now I'm pissed. That's true. Crowder's more honorable than this guy.
Anytime you find yourself in that position, it's awkward.
Yeah. Better Call Saul says DSP needs to call Saul. Does he know that he has rights? The Constitution says that he does. It's a fun gimmick. Davey D says paying only rent and internet is grass thing. Think. What?
I'm so confused.
I don't know what that meant. I rent from my brother and 3 other roommates and have a phone bill. I like it, says Trucker 18-wheeler. Hey, God bless. Just, hey,
you know what?
Don't you go knocking anybody up now, you hear?
Right. That's like, I don't regret the life I have right now by any means, but do you ever just miss the simpler times of I've got rent to pay and a phone bill? Like, so simple. It just really is overwhelming sometimes.
All right, guys, we're all done for tonight. We got a great show coming up for you tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, Kyle from Unique Entertainment will be on the show tomorrow at noon.
Oh, okay. COVIDing and all.
COVID and all. Kyle's going to be on the show tomorrow. We're going to do a live stream with him at noon. We'll do that for about half hour, 45 minutes, somewhere around there. Part of our Tuesday interview series, and then COG the next Tuesday. And I'm very excited for Carl from Who Are These Podcasts?
Sweet.
The following one. I hope you guys had a good time. Hey, sorry for hitting you up. Just trying to hit the goal. I hope the rest of it was very entertaining for you. Tune in tomorrow morning. April and I will be back. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.